Boom.
Boom, what's up? Thursday night,
What's up?
9 p.m. Joe, we've got a lot to go through for tonight.
Yep.
I'm just going to do a speed demon style of this. The big focus, Thursday, 9 p.m. Thank you so much for those of you guys who have already joined us. Sit tight, sit warm right now. We've got a couple of agendas to go through. I'm going to make this really, really swift because we are running a tight ship today. All right, we're going to keep this 90. The first one, OLE. Is he really a bottler? Second agenda, Joe. Harry Kane.
Yep.
Is he finally prepared to move? And then the third one, the Dutch dilemma. Van Dijk and also Wijnaldum. What's happening with the orange? Maybe orange is the new red right now, Joe. And last but not least, we are doing the big one. This is the most interactive section. We're doing the Champions League and also the real Champions League, Joe, as we all know. The real one. Europa. Yes. Prediction. We'll map this out all the way to Poland and Istanbul. So stay tuned. This is going to be one hell of a ride. 90 minutes for you boys. So share this around. Make sure you share this around, Joe. You got to share this on your Facebook as well. So I'm going to play the real presentation for the big focus. While doing so, Joe, you might want to share this on your personal page. All right. So catch you all in 30 seconds. Enjoy this hype beast of a video.
You're never going to make it. You're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're going to hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible. It's not probable. You're irresponsible. Too many obstacles. You got to stop it, yo. You got to take it slow. You can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven. There's no way that you make it. And maybe
Woohoo! Pork.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. We are going to do it. I'm going to trend the hashtag tonight. It's coming. Poland 4 loading hashtag. It drops tonight, fellas. Liverpool is going Istanbul 7. United is going Poland 4 loading hashtag. It's coming, fellas. It's coming.
Joe. Relax your gum for a bit. Okay, are we going to Poland as well? Are Arsenal coming to Poland as well? Because you got to play someone in the final.
Okay, let's be frank. Let's get you guys to Poland as well, but we are the ones that are going to do it. We are doing it. That's it. Well, Poland 4 is loading.
I'm not sure, Joe. You know your manager, bro. You know your gaffer. He is from a wooden spoon, all right? Because he's he has this big allergy towards silver. Anything silver, no. Always not going to touch it.
True.
Every single time when he sees silver, he runs off. He runs off like he sees Pontianak,
but
bro.
the thing is, but Europa is a fake silver, you know? It's not really the original silver. So we still stand a chance. We still stand a chance. So
I'm an Arsenal fan, Joe. We've been playing in Europa for the last 3 seasons. I'm starting to regard that as the creme de la creme when it comes to European competition. That is the real European competition, Joe.
Definitely.
You might want to rephrase it because it seems like
you guys have been playing. You guys have been playing Europe all your life, and you guys have not been doing anything there. So
that's why
let's stop with that.
Maybe I should be slightly humble. But Joe, we've got 3 guests today.
Yes,
we got 3 guests. You saw the video just now. There was a grim display, a grim reminder that Manchester United once upon a time they did actually They hoisted a silverware called the Premier League. Once upon a time. But today we are not going to roll back the tape all the way to 2013 when the last time you guys actually were loud and proud on the podium, right? Number 1. Not this time. We're going to talk about what's happening to United currently and also the future state. 3 guests. Let's introduce the first one.
Go ahead.
He played in the game against Leicester. He didn't score. He didn't score, of course. He was the least effective. And
very least.
That's why a lot of fans from Manchester United fan base, of course, they are always viral. They are always vile against him, and so much so, Joe, that he decides to change his name in totality. He usually he calls himself Anthony Martial.
But now it's different.
Now Anthony macam sial, so he's no longer using the name.
Because he can't be doing that.
He can't be doing that. All right. So right now he has finally seen the light. Epiphany has already hit him. Let's bring the boy in. This is our one and only Ridwan.
What's up, Ridwan?
Hello, guys.
Ridwan. Are you okay, Ridwan? You're dancing a little off tune, like just how Anthony Martial is playing his games, off tune in games. What are you doing? The music has been shut. and you're dancing. Just like how Anthony Marshall only performs in training and not in games. I'm just kidding, Ridwan. Ridwan, how's things with you, Ridwan?
I'm good, doing well. Everything doing well. Good. How about you guys?
Now, I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm perfectly fine.
You should never ask an Arsenal fan how he's doing. Arsenal are dead. Right? So never ask the dead how they are doing. Okay?
Never.
It's not gonna improve their lifestyle, or they're not gonna improve the quality of life. They are dead. They have been dead for the longest time. But Ridwan, thank you so much for joining us. I know right now on top you have your zebra kit right at the top, but if you were to pan down your camera to the lower torso, you are just wrapped up by a really
no, don't do that.
We don't want to see that, right? Because we've got a couple of kids watching us. So it's just Joe, you know, right? He wrapped himself around this really tiny towel, yellow in color. Not the best of choice, but we are not going to discriminate him for his color choice, okay?
It's okay.
So we've got one. Let's bring in his sparring partner, okay? Yeah. Because we know, Joe, we know for sure when it comes to OLE and also Manchester United, Ridwan, he's completely blindfolded. Blinded. Or maybe he's loyal. Maybe he's loyal.
No, I think he's blindly loyal. Blindly loyal. Let's just put it blindly loyal.
Blindly loyal. Not a bad thing at times, right? Not a bad thing. But then again, we want to put a bit of balance when it comes to the acidity today. So we've got the alkaline. Let's bring in the acid. The acid for today. Remember I spoke to you about him. I've played soccer, I've played football, and I've played with many people around me. He's probably one of the best I've played with. Although we didn't have a lot of chance to play together, but this boy, he could probably walk into the Manchester United squad right now. How you guys will probably need his services or his service that day against Leicester United. You guys were devoid of idea, boy. But then again, let's bring this boy in, a familiar face for Napster Studio. Derek, the small goatee man.
What's up, Derek?
What's up, guys?
Derek.
Thanks for having me, man.
Where have you been, Derek? What have you been up to? And no. Let's change the question. Vision 2034. Talk to me about it. Vision 2034.
Are we really doing this? No,
Joe. We need to ask Derek because he was involved in the setup before at a young age. Okay. We need to ask Derek. Of all people, we should ask Derek because he has played at a certain level. Derek. The mic is yours, man. Nobody is watching us. No big shots are watching us. Okay, so you can go completely guns blazing. Vision 2034. Talk to me. Are we really going to play against the likes of Brazil,
Argentina, England?
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Are we really going to be seeing Majula Singapura in a World Cup feature tournament, man? Are we going to be doing this?
Are we going to
do it?
Not a chance, man. Not a
chance.
chance.
I think right. That really depends on the election coming up, lah. So
election.
Yeah, it depends on who is who's going to be the chairman. So if we get the right person, the right people, then I think we might be able to do it, or we might be able to reach just before. I think the third round, right? After third round,
like what Radi I think I think we bow out to one of the Middle Eastern country. So probably. So Derek, there you go, Joe. Are you happy with his answer? If there's a change, I think I'm happy. There's a change of head, there's a change of brain. We might be able to sniff it. Maybe.
I definitely chime with this. Definitely.
We need football people actually.
Yes, that's true, Derek. You said that. We need football people.
And Joe, if Singapore is ever going to reach the World Cup, they probably need an official media partner. Call us up. Fan channel, boy. Fan channel. And then the next one, Joe. The next one, I'm going to pass you the mic. All right. Take this one. The last lap.
Okay. The next one. The last guy that we're going to bring in. All right. So we have two United fans, and An was saying that we need to balance the ship. So we're not going to call another United fan. We're not going to call an Arsenal fan. We're not going to call a Newcastle fan, not a Villa, not a City fan. All right. But we're going to call, all right, the Premier League champions, the European champions, all right, but they're all-round champions. But this boy here, this guy here, he is the badass of Potong Pasir, man. If you go to Potong Pasir, all right, to the McDonald's, and you just sit, I'm a friend of him, and give me a cheeseburger or a McSpicy double. On the house, you will get a double McSpicy on the house.
Oh, that big of an influence, this guy.
It's that big. This boy is the bad boy of Potong Pasir, all right? So without further ado, we are getting him. Boys and girls, to all the fellas watching out there, get this guy. Bad boy Liverpool fan. Arun in the house, boy.
Potong Pasir represent.
Before I start, I would like to say, don't believe anything Joel said.
we have never done
the
so.
fact that I'm a fucking diehard Liverpool fan.
and Arun, this season, man, just quickly sum up for us. Again, this has been really a big dismay for you guys, right, as Liverpool fans. How strong is the faith going into the Champions League run? It seems like it's becoming more and more of a probability, right, Arun?
There is a possibility, but of course, without the centre backs, the original two centre backs, it's going to be really, really hard.
Okay.
And also, for a club like Liverpool, right, you surely need the fans to be there on the second leg to push you. The home games is very, very important. So, I am honestly speaking not very, very optimistic about our Champions League run, but I think we could do pretty well. But it's just all depends on what's going to really how the next few games are going to play out, who gets knocked out, and what are our chances.
All right, good one from Maron Joe. Because why at the very last part of this section of this whole stream,
we are going to do it.
We are going to do it. We are going to map out the road to final. This is our own brand of simulator. So see if we can actually land Liverpool into Istanbul. Because right now, if you were if you are reading anything from social media, Instagram, Twitter, and also Facebook, Joe, their fans
going haywire.
They are going bananas, man. They are bringing out.
Even one of our own. Even one of our own is doing it.
They are bringing
every
out
single day.
They are bringing about the stars are all aligned. They're bringing out the history. They were saying that in 2005, the same shit happened, and then they only for them
if
to
I'm
win.
not wrong, and we gotta say the whole thing. They said Messi and Ronaldo won in the quarterfinals.
Messi, Ronaldo, and they completely disregard that Messi and Ronaldo were really young kids back then. Okay, but then of course it suits their agenda, so they say that because Messi, Ronaldo were not there, so check. And then the second thing is
they might meet Chelsea in the semifinals.
They might meet Chelsea, check. All right, and then the third
the
one,
last and
they
point,
were peaceful.
very,
They were
very
peaceful in the
important.
league.
They were peaceful in the league, and the last point, it was in Istanbul as well.
Who knows? If you are if you're a pure romantic, maybe you believe in all those stars. I don't know. I don't think Arun is, because look at how he started the show. Straight off, I'm a fucking fanatic, and that's it. That should tell you about this man. Okay, so stay on. All right, guys. So before we do our proper introduction, let's read a couple of really good comments, Joe, that we have right now. We've got Asif Aizat all the way from Malaysia. Asif, 3-3, boy. 3-3. Some of you guys were celebrating way too early, and don't go guess on that Jesse Lingard waste man. Okay, don't go guess on him. Okay, because all of his goals are insignificant, especially when it's against Arsenal. There you go, Joe. I'm very partial.
Look at that. It's Deben. You wanted to enjoy your honeymoon?
From W Sentosa, Joe. From W Sentosa. Happy honeymoon.
From Sentosa. Happy honeymoon.
And then we've got the brand new Pep Zam. Pep Zam.
The ball guy.
He shaved it all clean right now. What up, my Shiok Sniri, the big focus brothers? Hello. And then I think this is Faris, man. Boys, have a great show.
Yeah.
You know him.
Faris. I think he's in camp. He's in camp right now. I never know, field camp maybe.
Prem also from Malaysia. Prem, thank you so much. Always good to have you on board with us. And also we've got Jay. Can you give us a rating without giving us a spoiler? Godzilla versus Kong. What is the rating for you out of 10? No lah. I'm gonna ask you from the spoiler. I'm just gonna ask you for the rating. Is it worth visiting the cinema for this? Okay. Prem mentioned that Shadows in Silence, and also we've got Nicholas Sim. There is a feeling Ole doesn't trust his players, only rotating just for the sake. Okay. Let's keep our powder dry for a bit. Okay, because we are really coming big, strong, and hard for the United section. And then we've got Noah, Michael Chu, Spurs, such an ideal, Anwari. Tell me something new, man.
He wants to lick on your balls, I think, bro.
Yeah, tell me something new, Noah. All right, tell me something new. This is no longer news. And then we've got
Nazri
Anwari. MashaAllah, happy to see. I'm ecstatic, man. Nazri, to see you guys. If you guys need any financial services, if you need some fixing of your AC, your aircon, go to him. Check out his Facebook, Nazri Karis. Super personality. You can always talk to him about anything under the sun. Brilliant man for you to deal with. So check him out. And then the last one, our season ticket holder, Joe.
FJ. Abang FJ.
Hello, Napshot Nation. Hello, FJ. You are really important tonight in the comment section, because there are a couple of issues that's really touchy, and I want to hear it from you.
Yep, correct.
Joe, first one.
Yep.
The first one.
Before we do, we need them to do something. Hit it up, John. Hit up the remake.
So
guys,
as you know, it's important for you guys to do this, man, for us. Joe,
yep.
Take it away.
For all those guys there watching, all the millions and all the thousands watching out there, guys, please do us one thing. Please like, share, and comment and subscribe to Nap Short Studio. We are on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We are also on TikTok and Twitch as well. So, guys, we are here to entertain you fellas. So please comment and like us in all our social platforms, and especially in this show right now, because two huge touchy topics that is going to rattle every fan club, especially my beloved club. So without further ado, let's dive into the first thing, Theater of Dreams. Let's go.
We are heading all the way, not really the Theater of Dreams, man. Theater of Nightmare right now.
Shattered Dreams.
Shattered Dreams. You know, Shattered Dreams is a finisher for this particular wrestler. Can you name the wrestler?
Nah, I can't.
It's Goldust, bro. Goldust does the Shattered Dreams. Okay, so Ole bottling it again. Is there really progress, Joe? Is there really progress? Because I know a lot of United fans they have been drumming that beat. Oh, there is progress this season. And before we do so, before we ask our guests or our panels for today what they think, and also what's the future, and also what does it represent right now in the current state, I want to play you guys this quick short clip. All right. So listen to this, and then we can just further expand and elaborate on today's topic.
So I look at it and say, I can understand some of the reasons why United lost that game, because A, Leicester are a very good side. In fact, I think a better side than Manchester United. B,
you think that Leicester City are a better side than United?
I do. I think they're a better side than Manchester United.
Both are at full strength?
I do, yeah. Leicester have played them twice this season. They've drawn the first game, which I thought they could have won. They've won this cup quarter-final, and they've got them later on in the season, and we'll see if the outcome determines my view that Leicester are a slightly better side, marginally, not by much.
Ooh, Joe. Ooh. Leicester City at full strength.
Simon who?
Simon Jordan, man.
Simon
they are they are a better squad than Manchester United. If that's the case, if we are picking up that theory, then United shouldn't be ashamed at all with the defeat they suffered at the hands of Leicester.
Exactly.
Ridwan, first and foremost, do you agree with that sentiment that Leicester at full strength are a marginally better team than Manchester United this season? Have your go, man.
Yes, correct. You see, when they lost Harvey Vance, James Madison, they are still strong with Ruth Telemans, with all the players. But the key player that I'm making is the Wilfred Ndidi. He's making a very good defender, a good midfielder that Leicester that stay lah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So Joe, Radon mentioned that he mentioned midfield. In the midfield pack, there's no chance in hell that United are a better squad. Okay. But then having said that, if you look at the receipt, right, the amount of payment you guys have made when it comes to purchases. Pogba 80, Bruno 60, you got Fred for 50, of course Scott came from you.
52. You got to add that 2 million more.
You got Van de Beek, you guys bought it for 30 odd plus. Surely with that huge amount of bills that you've paid for, it should amount for something, right, Derek?
Yep. I agree that we should be better, as in I don't really agree with Simon Jordan. Because the reason why is because of our name. So basically we are Manchester United. So basically when we face sides, teams will the teams will actually sit deep. So like those smaller teams, when they are playing Leicester, they will play high up the field. They will attack them because Leicester City. So they were more small. They will have space to attack in behind. And for us, every time we will struggle against those kind of teams.
Okay.
Yeah. So most of the time we usually we bottle. Usually it's against this type of teams. And for this past match, I think is down to fatigue lah. I think we have been playing the same team quite too often already. We do have I don't think we have the squad to actually last throughout the season.
Okay. Joe, you're a realist, right? You're a United fan. I know. I want you to speak like one. Let's talk about fatigue. And this is a true litmus test for a big club, especially like a United stature and brand. You've got enough money in the bank, right, to create a second B team that is probably strong enough to beat any team on their good day. And also, you look at Derek rightly mentioned, okay, rotation. It seems like rotation is not part of Ole's vocabulary, right? He rotates when he feels that this is a complete dead wood, it's a rubber tie, and then he rotates. And when I watched the match, and it was a really tepid display. From minute one, it was really calamitous, and it was really ominous from the side, and that's why I actually stuck to the match until the 90th minute because I knew a defeat was coming. And Joe, do you buy that fatigue reasoning for Ole? Are we trying to cut out? Are we trying to cut out some slack and also reasoning for United every single time when they lose?
Always
because
fatigue.
Of fatigue.
I think it's
always fatigue.
And then we blame Liverpool fans for blaming that they have injuries. And then what's the difference we are making,
but
bro?
we really do have injuries.
Yeah, that's the thing. I understand you guys really have injuries, but the thing is, if I'm going to give, I understand what Derek says. Fatigue could be a high level, but that's where our squad depth comes in.
Yeah,
that's where our squad depth comes in. We have the players to actually play that game. If I was looking at the lineup, bro, if you were to look at Leicester's lineup, they were strong. But if you look at the bench, they were horrendous.
They were missing. Joe, they were missing key players, man. No Harvey Barnes.
Key players.
Yeah, no Harvey Barnes.
The key point is, if you look at the bench of Leicester City, if you can pick any player out there who's going to come on and make a difference, I don't think so. I can see anybody because all their first 11 of strong ones are all playing at the moment and the pitch. But if you look at United's bench, right, you have Bruno Fernandes, you have a few other players as well that could actually make a difference. But then this actually boils down to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Why? Because the players that played against Leicester, if you look at Donny van de Beek, you are playing Donny van de Beek at such a crucial quarterfinal stage when you do not play him against the likes of Sheffield United, you don't play him the likes of Burnley, you don't play him in games of the midweek games where you really needed your squad depth players to perform, to give them some game time. No, out of the blue, you just play them out of a FA Cup quarterfinal, and then you're asking a lot. And if he does a mistake, we fans go crazy over him and go start to say, "Oh, Van de Beek is not suited for the play. Van de Beek is not this. Van de Beek is that." Bro, I think it's like what? How many games he only played, and he's playing FA Cup quarterfinals.
It's the rhythm. I think it's the rhythm.
And like I said, I've said this many times. You do not compare your league form with a cup form because clubs will turn up on cup days differently from how they turn up for league games. Because cup games is a one shot, one kill. They will turn up and say, "Look, this is our only chance. The league is nowhere to be done. We can still secure the third spot, but let's try to get a silverware." So they will go all out for the cup games. But if you look at United, that's when he started to do new tactical change. That is where he started to do, introduce like players like Donny van de Beek inside. Like for what? I don't understand. And then people are blaming Paul Pogba didn't perform.
Yeah,
you put in such an influential player, all right, with a bunch of clowns, the result will be clownish. The result, you don't expect Pogba to suddenly turn up and start to score a hat trick and then start to do assist after assist, long balls. No, like I said, football's not a one-man team. You need everybody around. So yeah, that's it.
There you go. Wow. Now you could probably feel about 5 kilo lighter right now. Everything is off your chest. Arun, you're a Liverpool fan. You're a Liverpool fan. You're probably grinning from year to year, but I know you're fairly objective as a person. Although I just know you for the last 20 minutes. Okay, that's a complete bullshit.
I was like fairly objective. Maybe not.
Arun, it seems like it is first becoming a trend that every single time when it's a clutch match, when it matters most, Ole will always decide to go south. And what do you make of their current predicament they're in, and this whole Manchester United and this silverware that is really elusive? What do you make of their current status right now? Are we still looking at the same Manchester United? Are we still supposed to regard them as the biggest giant in England still?
Okay, you see, there is a cycle, right? And it's a very clear cycle that it's like a 6-game or 7-game cycle. I always communicate this with my other Man U friends who are fans, right? It's like a 3-part cycle. They go on a very, very poor form of run, and then he's gonna get the sack. He's gonna get the sack. Ole is shit. Ole is shit. Ole out. And then suddenly he just goes over the moon, like he's an overachiever. Ole is the guy. He's gonna bring us and win the league. He's gonna win us the Champions League. Now we really, really need to trust him. It's like a 7 or 8 game thing, and then there's another the third phase where he so these guys push themselves to the limit for the 8 games. They go and play, give the all out, and then they have a very 50-50 game for the next 7 games, and then they go back to the cycle again.
Yep.
So I've been seeing this very, very often in the Manchester United squad. Every time you can see this over the last 2-3 years. You can't say that Manchester United does not perform in a cup tie. There was a fucking game against Paris, right? They fucking did it. It was a very, very crucial game. But that was the game, they were in the 7-game part or the 8-game part where they were on the phenomenal side. And every time when they come into that phenomenal form, right, which they have over 8 games, they can beat any side. They beat Man City, they beat Liverpool, or they can come out with a draw from Liverpool. But then once they go into that phase 3 and phase 1 again, they become shit again all over again. And also they are victims of their own success. With the fact that there are pundits, like Manchester United pundits, still on TV. First they hype them up when they're playing really well, and then once they're playing like shit, Manchester United pundits do slaughter them. They say why like this, why like that, and they always those guys are like Gary Neville, Rio Ferdinand, Roy Keane. So I'm not saying they're doing a bad thing, but they're always judging Manchester United for the Manchester United they were. It's always the Manchester United they were. So Man U should be doing this, Man U should be doing that. But the truth is, this is a completely different squad. This is the same thing that Liverpool went through. Always get identified and with the grades of Kenny Dalglish, the 80s team, the 60s team. Why can't Liverpool be the same squad? And then it went on for 30 vicious years until finally a manager comes in and say, you know what, everything is fucking different. We are a brand new squad. Don't judge us from that thing,
for the past,
from the previous past, So Manchester United are clearly victims of their own success, and also Ole has this trend where 7 games is phenomenal, and then 47 games is like a bit shaky, and then 7 games is always his job is on the line. So that's what I feel about.
It's like what we have, right, Joe, in Singapore when it comes to how we manage COVID. All right, it's 3 parts. All right, the circuit breaker, the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3.
Exactly like this.
So right now we are entering phase 3. Ridwan, I just want to allude back to what Arun made mention of. Okay, do not go back to the past. As a United fan, is this a brand new dawn that you have to come into, and you have to accept this is a brand new realization that we are no longer that club that is supposed to be winning titles left, right, center. And if we do, it's a complete bonus. But if we don't, you shouldn't be crying foul for this. Yeah, it's okay, because right now the expectation should be managed fairly. It is qualifying for top 4. And anything more than that, like your manager mentioned, okay, trophies are meant for managers' ego. That's it. That is not the true. It's not the true tale of success. The true tale of success is in the league progression. Where do you go on that run? Do you agree with your gaffer that trophies is right now secondary for United? Finishing high and mighty in the league is where the success is.
I have to disagree with Ole lah.
You disagree with Ole?
You disagree.
Joe, today is Thursday, all right? We got to try Toto or
9:30 p.m. guys. For those who want to buy Toto, guys,
take the 4 digits, right? Ridwan, for once, disagree with Ole. Ridwan.
Yes.
You better be careful, Ridwan. Ole has your number.
We as a Manchester United, a top club must have a trophy. For how many years we never win it?
No, we win the friendly, we go pre-season, we win something from there.
Don't care. The Premier League is the most important. We never win for how many years?
9 years. It's coming.
9 years. We don't want to be like another 30 years to win like Liverpool.
Feels like music. 9 years, 21 more years, 30 years. You will be there. You'll be sitting down and thinking, "Oh my God, how did we get here?
Ask Arun.
How did we get here?"
So Ridwan, as a United fan right now, what is the expectation for Manchester United when it comes to winning silverware? What is your expectation personally?
Yeah.
Can you completely disregard winning a silverware for a good finish in the league or for the purported progression?
We need a progression because we see in don't say in the past lah. We need like what David said in previous. We need a squad that with a really good players that we need. Squad that you see under Sir Alex last time. We do have a defender play in midfield.
Okay.
If you can do that, I think against Arsenal, I'm not sure.
Don't mention the game. Just mention what you did. Don't mention the team.
But we need like David said we need a squad that we cannot play every player, in the same team and in the same game. Like I say in the previous Liverpool, they need to change tactics, or else people read their tactics. Say like
They'll be
Liverpool,
found out.
they
They'll be
play
found out.
Van Dijk, Salah, everything. They found out. Okay, this player play this. So United as a OLE need to change tactics. Cannot play Bruno every game or play Pogba, play Greenwood. Need to change, switch or what?
So having said that, what I can actually infer, you are putting the buck, all right, the major blame on your manager, right?
Yes.
So it's the manager's fault because you mentioned Sir Alex, he played with defenders or midfielders as his defenders, and he still walk out with the 3 points. Derek,
Yes,
if it's the so Derek, if that's the manager's issue, how you got to explain to me, man, because right now I'm completely pulling my hair out. How has Ole survived this long in the job? Based on what? Sentimental credits? Because he moved out Deadwoods?
I think there's progression. But in terms of what he meant about silverware, I think it's important. So I think that part he shouldn't have said that, because silverware is always important for United. So but in terms of him handling the players, I think he's not handling as well. Like for example, Bruno, I think the past few games he has been
burnout, bro.
Burnout.
Yeah.
So
Burnout.
yeah.
Tired.
But the problem is we don't have a choice, because the thing is, without him, our chance of winning is much lower. So yeah, so we might need to have we might need to do well the next few transfer window to maybe like improve on our squad depth. I think with a better squad depth, I think what we need actually is more match winners. So basically, I think now the only match winners I think I can see is only like I think Rashford and Bruno.
I mean, you got Pogba there. You got Pogba who can
Yeah,
win
but
games on his own. You got Bruno Fernandes, mercurial talent. You've got
On paper,
Rashford.
it's just different, man. This thing.
You got Rashford. You've got Greenwood, boy. You got Greenwood, who is again precocious talent. And then you've got, scrap aside Anthony Martial. Okay, that's another story on
Let's
its own.
not talk about him tonight.
Okay, but then again, your squad. What I see from an outsider looking inside, your squad is littered with potential match winners. Why are we resting why are you guys spinning all your hopes and dreams on that one guy, Bruno Fernandes? And when he's out, you guys are completely defunct. Are you telling me Manchester United of that size, you guys are relying only on one player? Is that good enough for a reason, Derek?
It's not good enough. So basically, what we are lacking also, one thing is we don't have someone who holds up the ball well. So basically, if you are having like Greenwood and Martial up front, I don't think we are good enough in holding up the ball, because every time you pass the ball to the forwards, holding up the ball is important for your other players, bring other players into play. But I don't think we have that kind of striker right now to actually bring the other players into play. So we are always lacking in the final third. Final third, we are always like losing out. And also in I think in defense, we are actually we are improving on defense, but I think there are times where we are still a bit inconsistent.
All right, and before I hit the comment, right, Joe, Edison Cavani, the reason he was being brought in was that for that sole purpose, to give you guys that clinical edge. Obviously, this is not working.
He did a bit, but I think his main is also to mentor the likes of Greenwood and let's not go to Martial, but
his prime,
right? Yeah. So and this it opens up a brand new Pandora box. United and their recruitment strategy, it feels like it's always an appeasement act. It's a patch up work. We need the striker. Let's not go for the top tier one. Let's go for a placebo effect, a stopgap solution, and that's good enough. Have a good 11, and then there's a subpar 11. So long we can feel anybody on that day is good enough for Manchester United.
I just think that
is this Bruno, the trend that United are heading into, Joe?
Yeah, but you look at Derek. Just want to say, we said that we were progressing, right? Okay, but we got to play Bruno all the games against Real Sociedad second leg. We don't need to play Bruno, right? But then and that weekend we had a crucial game. Yeah, so these are the certain kinds of games. Like if you look at Liverpool, right? If their first leg is, Arun, you can chime in, you can agree. If their first leg is done and dusted, their second leg, they actually rest most of their key players for their weekend league game.
I agree.
Most of the rest. I don't see Van Dijk playing sometimes. I don't see Salah. I don't see Mane. Maybe Firmino might play, and it's just 45 minutes, and he comes in the second half. So the second half he's being subbed out. And most of the midfield, like Hendo is out, Fabinho is out, and the likes of Curtis Jones is in, and the likes of Ned Phillips is all playing. So the second leg is full of fringe players and the youngsters. But if you look at United, and the thing that's really, really annoys me was against Real Sociedad, second leg, and we are playing a full on-strength squad. Like, for what? Like, that was unnecessary. And then people are saying that, our players are tired and all this, and there's a dip in form. But it boils down to the manager. If you know 4-0, I mean, if you guys play 4-0 in FIFA first leg, second leg, you guys also definitely will be changing your teams. It's normal. Don't need to be FIFA, man. Even in real life also, man, we did it.
You might want to rephrase, right, your whatever statement you've made, because Arun wouldn't be chiming in wholeheartedly. They had the same issue, and that was their own wrongdoing. Remember Diego Jota? It was a dead rubber tie against Midtjylland. You guys didn't have to play the full strength, but they ended the 90 minutes with 4 strikers on the pitch. You see?
Actually, Jurgen Klopp also sometimes overplays some players. Like some games are done and dusted, and I would be like seeing. Actually, Virgil van Dijk, right, never really got rested. Virgil van Dijk probably took a small little injury, and then he doesn't play. But Virgil van Dijk, there were games that were finished last season, but he still played Virgil van Dijk. I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are you overplaying some players? Like Firmino was overplayed at a certain point of time. Yeah. So
always.
Yeah,
I think it's a trust. I think it's a trust.
Trust issue, Derek. Spot on. Trust issue. Trust issue. Yeah, and sorry, Arun.
But in Liverpool, right, I believe Jurgen Klopp trusts most of the players. Unlike even I think Mourinho was highlighting this problem, like he doesn't trust all the players.
Correct.
Okay.
So that is a very big deal.
I don't need tough to trust in Spurs players, man. It is
I'm not saying this. That came from a United guy. So you guys out there who are watching, say, hey, these hosts are really, really biased just because he's a Ghana.
Actually, are there any Spurs fans in
Arun,
they know you're living in Potong Pasir,
you don't want to be cancelled online, Arun. Okay, so just keep it tight. Just keep it 100. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the comment section quickly. Maman Casper, thank you so much, man. Like and share that. Love you to bits, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Maman. Thank you.
And also Nicholas same. Ole doesn't stamp his iron fist enough. His comments about not winning trophies. Okay, so the players responded with a dismal FA Cup quarterfinal defeat to Leicester City. I'm gonna touch on the Leicester defeat once again. All right, but then I totally agree with you, man. Because sometimes when your manager has that kind of mentality, right, Joe, you cannot help it. It will seep into the players as well. And then what will and that's what that right now that has actually transpired onto the pitch. You see, every single time when there's a big match, when you guys expect United to go up another level, they completely fall flat on their faces. And it sometimes stems from the top, which is your manager. What kind of mentality is he breeding? What kind of mentality is he actually trying to indoctrinate all his players? So I agree with you, man. I agree. Tristan with us tonight. Before the game versus Leicester United, United played 6 games. Leicester played 2 games. Simon had to fuck off. Right? So there you go. No prize for guessing which club Tristan supports. All right, Simon is a sensationalist. He says controversial things to get actually clicked. And funny enough,
Trace is on fire today. Trace is on fire.
Funny enough, right, Trace, he was also the same guy who lambasted the influence of AFTV, saying that they are overly controversial and they only make money because of notoriety and also infamy. Same guy. Ultimate contradiction. Ole, we must have United DNA. Also, Ole, trophies are an ego thing. Boom. Absolute boom in the head. And then we got another one. We are tired. We have to rest Bruno. Also, Ole plays Bruno Rashford in 90 minutes in the dusted second leg, as what you have actually made mention of, Joe. We've got new guy. I've never seen this guy before. Muhammad Noor Shahid, Frogstar. Thank you so much, buddy. If you're joining us for the first time, you are right on the nose, Joe. Whatever that nose means. And then Ole is a vampire. He always survive. Hey, we got Mustafa Muhammad. No, what Simon Jordan said a few months back, Man U will win nothing this season. I'm a true Arsenal fan, which is complete Bellini. He's not. He's a Liverpool guy. He's my father-in-law anyway. Well said, Arun. So for the other United panels, are you guys Ole in or Ole out, and why, Jay? hold on for a bit. That will be the last one. That will be the curtain call once we shut this topic up. Okay, Tristan, United higher up needs to stop glorifying top four for a club. For our stature needs to be a prerequisite. Remember, Joe, once upon a time, your fan base bloody mocked Arsenal fans and also Arsene Wenger for this statement. Top four can be considered as a trophy. Complete role reversal right now. Complete role reversal. Okay, karma is a damn bitch. Okay, so remember that. Not coming in second and throwing a parade is like some sort of achievement. We need silverware. No matter how big or small, we must lift the trophy. And then we've got our army boy. Well, Jose won the treble and finished second for you only to get sacked. So does a silverware for Ole this season save him from the job? Quickly, we probably get Anthony Martial. Ridwan? Can we just quickly take this up? So does the silverware for Ole this season save him from the sack?
If Ole gets silverware, maybe, or maybe
years.
not.
Contract extension?
Recently, I heard there might be an extent of his contract.
They are, man.
Okay,
They are.
all right.
They are.
Yeah.
And also, Faisal Jamal mentioned silverware is important to all clubs. At the moment, we don't want to win silverware or to upgrade team, which is more important. Derek, you want to take that up? At this current moment, is it more important for you to win silverware, or you think that maybe upgrading the team? Or maybe they should go hand in hand, right?
Both.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think
it should go hand in hand, but if we were to pick one, I would pick upgrade the team.
Upgrade the team. And just because we are on that note, Derek, I want you to also slay this up. Is finishing second considered a progress? You guys done this before with Jose?
Right? I would say a progress from last season. What position were we?
Fourth.
Third.
Fourth.
So it will be
okay.
So it's a progress actually.
It's a progress.
Yeah, definitely a progress. Yeah.
But you mentioned progress, right? You guys also do remember that after you guys finished that season second, the next season you went into Europa, didn't you? Because that was the season that Ole got sacked, or rather Jose got sacked during middle of the campaign, and then Ole came in, and then you guys missed out on Champions League.
But how about we do this? We rephrase this. How about we rephrase this? I think second this season is not a progress because the other teams are not performing. Just like how Liverpool, Liverpool were flying high last season.
Joe, I thought
and none of the other teams are performing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
This was the season where a team like United should take control, just like how Leicester did it. The other 19 teams were not performing. Leicester performed consistent. Boom, they won the league. This was the season where United supposed to do it. But no,
Joe,
they decided to bottle it.
You could also make the argument that you guys are coming up against probably the best team in Europe right now in Manchester City. They are unstoppable, man.
Yeah, bro. But if you look at the starting parts, if you look at it, City wasn't performing at first.
Okay,
yeah, and we were losing, and we were performing badly at home. If you tell me away games we were performing badly, I would have been perfectly fine. It's okay because away from home and no fans is a bit lethargic to play, boring. Yes, but your home ground, you tell me that you're losing games and you're drawing games. That was horrendous to watch, man. And people were saying that we were away king. Yeah, for a moment I was happy as well, away king. But if you look back, if we had actually gotten a few points out of our home games, we would have been runaway league leaders as well. If you look at it,
perhaps, yeah, great point. And I think this is again my own personal sentiment, right? Don't take me for gospel, but I think the proof will be in the pudding when it comes to progress. What happens next season will then reaffirm whether this is progress. Finishing second for United, if you guys indeed finish second, because don't forget you guys are just 1 point ahead of Leicester.
Yeah.
So you might not end up second anyway. Okay. So we've got another one from Twitch, Joe. Someone's watching us from Twitch. Wow.
Sir Hatiyavus. All right.
Wow. French, Joe. Can you pronounce that one more time?
Right. Sir Hatiyavus. Bonjour.
Mohamed Shahid. Ole should just shed his nice guy facade. Every single time they post match interviews, he never admits that he actually messed up, and he never blames the players for their dip in form. Arun, sometimes as probably as a fan, you don't want your managers to go there in the public and outrightly slay or vilify your players. Okay, we sometimes don't want our managers to throw the players under the bus. Do you take that up, or are you someone who is more rugged and robust when it comes to it's okay to criticize even publicly? Where do you stand on this?
I really think it depends. It depends on two things, like how big the club is. Because for a club of like a size of Liverpool or Manchester United, if you slay the player publicly, I think they are just gonna be so down after that. But anyway, I don't think players should be slayed in the public because end of the day, the manager should take the responsibility and swipe it off, and then coach and re-coach the player to perform in the future games. Because if you're just gonna bring killing for one game, right, I think it's not gonna be like, it's gonna be a vicious cycle, and it's just gonna go on and on and on. And eventually, you will come to a point where if you keep blaming all these players and you still have them in your team, they ask you, why are you having them in your team? You know, I think at a point of time, Mourinho was criticizing Pogba and all that,
and Luke Shaw even,
yeah, and finally, when he had a transfer window to get rid of them, he didn't get rid of them. People asking him, so why do you still have them in your team? And then he started biting him back, was making him look like he's everyday losing control in the dressing room.
True.
So it's not really a healthy thing. Best is to, like what Jurgen Klopp does any game, he blames himself. He say, today I was not up to speed. I was not doing the tactics very well. And it's all my fault, and we will take it again in the next game. And nobody actually thinks about a player's performance after that.
Did he do that, Joe, for Jurgen Klopp? Because we know for sure he blames the grass, the wind, the referees, the pressure.
He's never blamed his own player. He's never blamed his own player.
He never blamed. Wait, we asked Derek. Derek, from a player point of view, the rising
player
star,
point of view.
Rising star of Singapore. All right.
Hey, Geylang United, Geylang United. Put some respect.
Yeah,
put
that's
some
right.
respect.
He was once almost to be the one of best Singapore players. Derek, if now your Singapore coach come back and say Derek is not playing well, Derek he's the biggest mistake for the team. Will you be able to take that and move on?
Can you digest it? Can you digest it, Derek?
No, demoralized, bro. You know why? Because I think players these days, this generation, I think are different compared to in the past. Because in the past they don't have things like social media and stuff. So not many people are exposed to whatever the players are feeling or whatever the managers are saying. So nowadays I think it's better for the manager to put the blame on themselves so that they can correct them in training or something, so that players can improve rather than like slaying the players, which I don't think it's good at all.
Tough, Joe, to be a manager now. You know, most of the players are a bunch of soft touch, man. You got to come up. You got to come up with a template answer, and that's why I love Jose Mourinho, because he is Hollywood and he is blockbuster. Because if you get it from another 90 managers, they will always say the same thing again and again. It's my fault. I didn't set up the things right. But only Jose will say things that really, really make your brain goes wreck. So
it's not good enough.
Yeah, it also depends on the players lah. Like Sir Alex, I think he knows how to manage different players of different characters.
Correct.
Yeah, so
you are right.
So his man management was superb. So that one you cannot take it away from him.
Right. And Derek, since you are on your mind right now, continue to breathe oxygen, because I want you to answer this. Our dip in form can also be attributed to Pogba's injury. How big of an impact, man, Derek, do you think? And could it have actually altered your current position, probably in the league? Could it have been lesser of a gap if he had stayed fit throughout the course of the season?
I don't think it will affect that much. I think we will still struggle because we don't have a proper striker who can stay healthy throughout the season. Because I think we have been creating chances, but our conversion rate is just shit lah. So
poor boy.
If we had like Erling Haaland, I think we will put everything away lah. Yeah.
And then he goes again.
Derek, I don't want him, Derek.
Dreaming again.
The mystery to unlock Pogba is one of the most craziest mysteries in the planet. It still hasn't been solved.
No.
Yes, correct.
Arun, it's the same issue we have for Arsenal with Ozil, you know. When we are not scoring, it's always about the strikers, never because of the creator, because they are not making the runs for Ozil. Okay, And that's the issue of the creator, never the finisher. Really, really completely deluded, man, if you were to think that. Prem Nair, Ole is too nice to his players, but you can't blame him. That is his characteristic. He can't change the way he handles things. For me, as a manager, he should put his stand, especially you're managing a big club. No, I agree, right, Prem? Joe, do you agree with that your manager should be more ruthless in public's eyes. He should be the guy that has that grit between his teeth. Come on for once and tell the truth, man.
It depends, bro. That fella's a babyface assassin. He angry also. He looks like he's a cute guy. He smiles also. He's even more cute.
What do you expect him to be?
This his face is like that, bro. He smile also. He angry. He's sad also. He's like no. He's like he's happy and all this. You help him lah.
Okay, so we shouldn't go on this character assassination.
Yeah, I mean,
when Ole play game play his team, have you ever seen him scolding players like say Alex
Jesse
or
Lingard.
like everything?
Jesse Lingard, remember
only
Jesse Lingard?
One time. Jesse Lingard.
Have Ridwan.
The rest no. Few time only, but you see like Sir Alex, Klopp, even Pep, or even any other managers.
Sorry, Paijan.
You say you don't perform, you get out.
Okay, so that should be
that should be nice.
Okay, that should be the facade, right? That should be the frontal view of Ole at the side pitch, like what just now Ridwan rightly mentioned. Someone that will bark instruction and someone who will really blow his top off when he's angry. But then again, babyface assassin, what? Cannot be angry. Alif Ramzan, thank you so much for joining us again. Bro, I think it's due to injury to Pogba and VDB. No one else to trust. Okay, another one, injury is the team. As long as Joel predicts a United match, it will always be the opposite.
Buto, Isaac. I'm coming for you, I'm telling you.
And then we got Lee Alexander, the biggest lover for Manchester United, Joe. If Man U can secure second spot, is already a massive overachievement for Ole.
Definitely.
And then
Alex, if Arsenal can achieve at least 10 position and above, I think it's a good achievement for Arteta.
No, we did that before, Joe. Shut your trap. We did that before. 8 last season. Proud 8. All right, Prem Nair. Silver, where? Mana Silver? Where Silver? And then, hello, Joel. Everyone's wearing jersey. You hiding your jersey under
For all those watching out there, guys, this is the Napshot merch that we are actually having here. This is part of our Napshot merch. So for those who want this, all right, this is the Pogba United edition. And we've got Liverpool ones. We've got Arsenal ones as well. So if you guys really like the shirt, if you guys want it, please DM us. We are selling it at a very, very decent price. So please DM us, all right? It's a very nice shirt.
Thanks, man. Winning silverware upgrades the team. This whole bunch, other than Pogba, Rashford, have barely tasted winning. They need that first bite of the cake to get addicted to.
I think they've tasted pussy more than trophies, man.
Hey, alamak. What is this? Where is this going to, man?
Surely.
I had to do it, bro.
Ask Greenwood. He should know. Icelandic, baby.
Icelandic, huh?
Joel, Man City was underperforming due to zero center forward available
that's
for
the
selection.
Thing. So we should have taken advantage of that. That's what I'm saying. We did.
Manager should put it across to the team, hentam the whole team if need to. Naming a few would disrupt the team harmony. Yeah, agree. I think Derry has already made mention of that. Paul Pogba, last 4 Man United goals. Okay. Check out our stat of the day. Check our stat of the day, right? Check out our stat of the day. So Pogba has been coming up big for many of the matches, single-handedly. I saw him scolding Ridwan Ole. Ridwan, have you ever been scolded by Ole before? With all those finger movement that you did just now? It seems like it's coming from experience. No, Ridwan?
How he see, From visual, how he
because
know?
Because
he has an internet and he has YouTube. That's why he's watching.
Don't say the injury word lah. Sensitive. Okay, for all Liverpool fans.
And then take care,
injury word is a taboo for you, huh?
All right, take Charlie Austin. He will do better job than Martial. Okay, Joe. So I'm gonna wrap this United issue up. Okay, but before I do that, there's a really interesting quote by your legend Rio, Joe. He mentioned that he actually blasted Manchester United transfer decision to actually get in Donny van de Beek. So it's all well and good talking about squad depth, but then again the execution is poor because United have been destroying Van de Beek's career, especially Ole. Maybe Ridwan, you want to take this on quickly, Ridwan? Donny van de Beek, is he being treated right now? Is that fair?
It's because we have got so many midfielders. That's why.
Okay, so many midfielders. Derek? Is it fair, whatever treatment that Van de Beek is actually receiving from United's end?
It's not fair, but I feel he doesn't suit us due to his character.
You mean playing character or just personality?
Both. I think his playing style. So his playing style, his playing character, and his personality. I just feel he doesn't suit us, lah.
Okay, right, fair enough. And then the next one, Joe. Another trophy bottle, but Ole cleared out the dead wood, huh? Hashtag Ole out. Because I know United fans mentioned that one of the biggest achievements for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been his how proactive he has been with the board, clearing out deadwood. Is that good enough for a manager of, again, United size to be in the job because he managed to clear out deadwoods? The same deadwood that has been winning for you guys trophies after trophies. And then again, there is a poignant reminder. The last time you cleared all of these people, they won you an FA Cup and also Europa, Joe.
Yep, true. But I think it's better to clear these deadwoods because we can't be playing them week in, week out, here and there, man. It really boils down to go back to Liverpool again. If you look to their squad 7 years ago, Arun, I think you guys had the likes of I can't really remember, but some of the players that's 7 years back and now, Jurgen Klopp literally changed the entire team. Yeah, so he did clear the deadwood. That was progress, man. He cleared the deadwood. He revamped the team. He brought in the winning mentality in, and boom, they sprung out from there.
But fans had this when Jurgen Klopp came in, the board backed him up, the fans backed him up. He straight away cancelled all expectations. You know, when previous managers come in, when Brendan Rodgers came in, Kenneth Dalglish came in, we thought, okay, he's gonna do it next season. He's really gonna. But Jurgen Klopp, first thing he came, he said, you know what? First, enjoy the football, and then in the years to come, hopefully we will win a trophy. And there's no guarantees about it, but hopefully. So a lot of thing is about managing expectations from the fans and all these kind of guys now.
Okay.
So
managing expectations seems like the theme for tonight for Manchester United fans. Manage your expectation, Devils. Wonder what Ole does on his iPad during matches. Maybe he's winning title on his Football Manager. A damn good game though. A really damn good game. See from you only fans page. Ridwan, what's your account, man? Let us subscribe to you.
Faris have an only fan, Faris.
Ole hasn't done a good job yet, and Phil just still at the clubs here. Almost time for his testimonial already. One last virus left. I mean, having said that, right, when Liverpool won their first title under Jurgen Klopp in the Champions League, they still had a lot of deadwood, in the club, and they still managed to earn that big years. So sometimes it's not about you revamping the squad massively. It shouldn't be a wholesale change. If you're a good manager from the off, you can actually win them something. And they compare Klopp and Ole, the kind of progress they have made. Look, every season, I think there's a certain belief from the Liverpool fan section that they are coming closer and closer and closer.
Yeah.
And the same cannot be said about Manchester United, Joe. Right? Because every single time you all come close, you all will move backward really quick. Yeah. You guys will go on a free fall. But it's different from those lot in red for Liverpool. Every season, there is that really firm belief that next year could be our year. Because we perform extraordinarily good this season, and with things to show for, Champions League, and then the Premier League came, back to back almost. So I don't think we can really compare. There's enough comparison to be made with the Liverpool situation and also Manchester United when it comes to progress. Two different set of situation right now. I don't think they should be even mentioned in the same breath, Joe. Liverpool cleared their deadwood more than and spent those funds on world-class players. Again, we should have another episode on its own for Manchester United, seeing how active they are right now. Ridwan, what's your view on Martial? In or out? Come on.
Out.
Oh, that has been the most resounding answer.
I have enough of him.
Wait.
I have enough of him.
Bro, he was the next Thierry Henry.
Yeah, next Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
Come on, man, Martial. He spun Martin Skrtel on his debut.
That was in Vanga time. But now it's Bengal.
Bengal. Okay, Bengal. Bengal sounds like a Bangladeshi manager. Kekos Tafir already. Ole, if he wins the UEL, Ole out. If he doesn't, must hit them milestone. Okay, so we're gonna end on that note. Joe, for yourself, is it trophy or bust for Ole this season?
Yeah. We need to win something, man. We need to win something.
Irrespective of your finish. If you finish second,
I'm done. And I'm not buying the second or third or fourth or fifth. Forget it. Okay. Win something. Come on.
All right. And then Ridwan, I just want to post this as well. Trophy or nothing for Ole. Is that how you view this? Or even if you don't win anything, irrespective of what we win at the end of the season, Ole still must be the man at the helm next season.
If let's say Ole was not the man, who will be in charge? There's no one. There's no one.
Hey, come on, You got Allegri. No, United have the money to price out any managers they want.
Let's get Sundram, man. He won the Malaysian Cup, man.
Right, you got Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, I have said this many times before.
Okay, come.
We got
Share with us what you saw.
Bring any manager, good managers. They must back the managers.
Okay.
But
You
hasn't
see,
the managers been back though? All this time, hasn't the
Mourinho
managers been back?
in Chelsea, in Real Madrid, how many good players that join in Chelsea and Real Madrid? Even
Okay,
like
I get your point a lot. I get your point. There's a lot of
right.
a lot of good players who came through that Mourinho's era. But to say that those managers for Manchester United post Sir Alex did not get the proper backing, I think that's a complete fallacy, man. Because if you look at the money spent, I think the money was not well spent. That is the issue. It's not about money being spent. It's about money being again badly spent, right?
I also have said this before. I think Joe and Derek also know history about the last time that under Sir Alex, who is in charge of the transfers.
David Gill.
David Gill.
David Gill, right?
Yep.
You see, whatever Sir Alex wants, he tried to get it. He tried to get it. Except only for one player, I think Ronaldinho or what, he never get. And Robin or Delivery, I'm not sure. But under this, when Ed Woodward take over, I'm sorry to say, I have to say Ed Woodward. He's the man that spoiled the market.
Spoiled the market. So hopefully now
he's good in charge of sponsor.
Business wise.
Sponsorship is good. But dealing with players, negotiating is not good.
Okay.
How many good players that are out there? Bale, everything. Robin, everything.
So it's right now Ed Woodward and not Ole at all. It's Ed Woodward right now.
Yeah, Ed Woodward is in charge last time, right? Now we got the new
Darren Fletcher. Is it going to be way better than what you guys have right now?
Hopefully.
Okay,
he's
all right.
saying that we're going to get Haaland.
Let's keep the optimism.
And he said, Ridwan said there are no good players available, but there is one good player available, bro.
Who?
You mean Haaland?
There's one. There's one. If we can hit our next agenda, we can hit it.
All right. Okay. We are going to go to that next player. That I know, Joe. You've been drumming you're beating your drum really hard. You want him.
Because I want him badly.
You mentioned that this guy represents trophy.
Yes.
If you guys were to win anything, if you guys are about to win anything, then he must come to the club. All right. Is Ridwan going to change his name? You got to check him out on his OnlyFans page. We won Champions League without Salah and Bobby. There you go. Again, alluding to what I've made mention of. Eddie Howe is available. Somebody that you can actually take a long, hard look at. Got Mia, got Derek, got Joe. So Chris Wilder is available. Defensive football.
I think he'll do well in Arsenal, Alex. I think he's suitable for that kind of club.
No. We've got the best looking Spanish, the best paella.
Nah,
so they don't need an Englishman. Ridwan, it's about time, bro. All managers post Fergie won trophies, only one didn't. I wonder who. But then again, Tris, it's not their fault. It's Ed Woodward's fault, according to Anthony Martial. And also Ridwan OnlyFans Fernandez. Okay, Derek, I know you're the realist, one of the best United fans I've ever known in my entire living. I hate Manchester United to death. I hate them with a passion, but I always love it to hear it from you. Trophy or bust for Ole? Is that where you stand for this season?
It's gonna be feisty.
Yeah, trophies or nothing, man. Because I think
that's it. If Derek has said it, means I think it's finished.
So it must win. If not, out you go.
Yeah, I think it's been too many seasons already, lah. So I think he's been backed. I think he's not consistent enough, lah, in terms of and in terms of man managing. I think he's not good enough. But like what Ridwan say, I don't think we have plenty managers out there to choose from. So I think like what Pep also says that why he's winning is because they are rich, and and he's rich. And one thing he didn't mention was he has the proper structure to actually succeed in that club. So for us, we only put the structure in place like recently because of the director of football and the technical director. So this should have been done like long time ago.
Long time ago. Okay.
Agreed.
But I don't know, John Murto. I mean, I think Darren Fletcher is also. I think he's quite inexperienced in this role as well. So
he is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how far they will bring United, but hopefully we can see changes next season, and hopefully, yeah. So it's trophy or nothing.
All right, Joe. We hope we proceed to the next one. Okay, because if United wants to win anything serious, especially the Premier League title. This guy could have the same impact as Dimitar Berbatov. Remember Dimitar Berbatov?
Yeah. Hey,
Spurs,
but
the United, man.
It can be a plot twist game changer if he were to go to Liverpool, though.
Nah, man.
It will be a
I don't think it's going for it.
changer.
Even Arun is shaking his head vigorously, man. That's not going to happen in a million.
Or maybe Arsenal. Or maybe Arsenal.
If Harry Kane, sorry, Arun, go ahead.
Hey, come on, Arun.
It's disgusting for me to see Harry Kane in a Liverpool jersey. I hate him with every fiber in my body. Okay,
that means that fella has to end up United, man.
He's a fucking diving cunt.
Ui.
Whoa.
But Arun, then he would have
Salah
another pair.
also,
Yeah, he would have another pair in
Yeah,
Salah.
Salah also dive.
Sure, wins the games.
Yeah, exactly. Kane also wins the games. Arun, imagine Mane on the left, Kane on the center, Salah on the right, and then
They'll
you
be
have
falling
two
every
diving
minute.
kings.
They'll be falling every minute.
Penalties every year.
We are going to sell Salah because he wants greener pastures, and we are going to buy Mbappe and Haaland with the money.
All right, there you go. They can't afford the proper
Finally,
center back.
Arun is out. Bad boy is
They want to
out.
bring Haaland and
Arun.
Mbappe. Let's go.
You can't afford two players. Or
Hey,
more than
Ridwan.
250,000.
Ridwan, calm down. They have the money, Ridwan. They have the money. Yeah.
Bro, that's what they said. That's what they said when we wanted to sign Virgil van Dijk and Alisson. We got the best defender and the best goalkeeper in the world.
Best goalkeeper. I think you have to rephrase best goalkeeper. Huh? Best goalkeeper don't do what he did against Man City.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so on the topic, Arun, I want you to start the ball rolling right now. Harry Kane is he actually angling for a move? Because again, with good authority, let me see if I can get that up. That's something that was being said. Yeah. David Ornstein, he mentioned again. When David Ornstein is the one reporting, there is some leak to that story. Right, it's always with good authority. He mentioned that Harry Kane does want to leave Tottenham right now, but it depends very much on Levy, and they know Daniel Levy can really squeeze juice out of peanuts, man. He can get really something out of a tight situation, and it's going to be really tough. Apparently, the refuted price that is being slapped upon the forehead of Harry Kane is 120 million. Arun, is he worth that much for a start?
Honestly, right, if he goes to a club like Manchester United or Man City, he's going to change the whole game for them. He's going to bring them to a next level. Like, and as recently, if you could see, right, his passing ability has proven to be really, really valuable for Spurs. Very, very valuable. And this is for pacey players like Rashford, like Sterling, like all these kind of guys. And his positioning sense. And let's not forget that he's a striker, and he's one of the most his natural ability to find the pocket and be there when the pass is delivered, right, is actually phenomenal. And he's not the kind of guy who's going to be in like Liverpool where he's going to go, press every player and try to win the ball back for you. He's not going to do that. It's more like, I'm going to be in the right position and get the right, make the right decisions. And two clubs that can offer him that is probably Manchester United. Actually, Manchester United more than Man City. Yep. Because Man City, there is still a factor where you need to be the guy who presses and tries to win the ball. But in Man City, in Manchester United, there are people who could deliver the ball to you, serve it to you on a plate. Pogba, Fernandes, there's pace from Rashford. There's amazing pace from Rashford where if Harry Kane sees the pass, he can slide one through. So Harry Kane actually would and should have gone to Manchester United probably 3-4 years ago already. I don't still understand why he wants to be in
Tottenham. Yeah.
Why he wants to be there, okay? Simple as that.
I mean, 3 years ago, I was screaming for Harry Kane for United. No, it's just written all over it. That boy is bound to be in United, but I don't know why. And now we have a chance. I think screw Haaland, man. That boy will not stay in United for like 3 years or 4 years. But Harry Kane is 27, going 28 this year. We can squeeze him at least another 5 years. And with the current squad that we have, with Harry Kane and with another centre back, I won't say we'll win the league, but I think that is a progression. That is where we can start to do something interesting. But right now, we don't really even have a natural number 9. That boy will be a natural number 9. Like I said, Harry Rude Kane.
Harry Rude Kane. But Derek, I think the whole genesis of why this story actually started is because of the lack of silverware and also ambition from Spurs. So if you're Harry Kane, if you want to move, you'll be balancing out all those options that you have right now. You are already 28 this year. You have your ankle injury anniversary every year that will keep you out for at least a good 2 or 3 months. You probably would want to go for someone that's more concrete, whereby you are certain for silverware. United are another transition. Why would Kane want to enter from a transition job to another one? Whereby if he had the option like your Chelsea, even your Man City, or even your Real Madrid, would it be a more probably a sure, or rather a shoe-in decision for Harry Kane if he really wants silverware?
Yes, United are in transition, but I think they are just a few transfer away to being there. So basically, I feel why he may wants to move to United is because I think he may feel like he is the man to make a difference for the team and to win silverware. So that is why I think maybe he can change the United team.
Okay. And Ridwan, right now, if he comes in, okay, you definitely have to sell one of your asset to realize to realize that dream of 120 million. You have to sell one of your prized asset. There are talks about Paul Pogba leaving. If you guys end up selling Paul Pogba only for you to bring in Harry Kane, isn't it one step forward and 2 steps back then in terms of progression?
I think Pogba will be staying maybe a swap for Martial to Spurs and for Kane.
Ridwan, you got to separate virtual reality and reality, man.
They won't take Martial, bro. But
this is not FIFA, no, Ridwan. This is not FIFA. Do you think that's good enough for United just to simply sell off Martial and then just to bring Harry Kane? Done. That's a shoe-in. The next Premier League is coming, 21.
There's not a lot to change in defense and in the striking part. Lindelof need to go.
All right.
Lindelof need to go.
Okay. Lindelof need. Hey, wait. What is this? Lindelof. How much can Lindelof fetch?
Yeah, I think not even 30 million.
For you to make up for that transfer fee of Harry Kane, why is it Lindelof? Or just because you don't like Lindelof, that does not make it convenient for you to sell Lindelof and only for you to get Harry Kane, It does not work that way, Ridwan.
How many pennies he wants? Hey, I ask you, Harry Kane go to Arsenal, how you feel?
No, Harry Kane was at Arsenal, so be careful with what you say. He was at Arsenal. We released him at 9 years old because Wenger said that he was too chubby. All right, so he was at Arsenal. Okay, so don't bring that up if he comes to Arsenal because he was at Arsenal before. Okay, all right. So Joe, Harry Kane issue, a lot of comments from us to take, buddy. All right, so I'm just gonna sift through. Let me see if there's really good one. Mohammad Rian, Pot calling the kettle black. That's for you, Arun, because you called Harry Kane a diver and he's an ardent Spurs fan. How dare you?
Whatever. He's a diver. He fell down and he dived to the fact that he actually broke his own arm or something, guys. Salah doesn't fall down and break his own arm or something, go out for 5-6 games.
Well, Ramos breaks it for him.
Let's go, keeper. Alamak, nonsense. Alamak, Arun getting a bit of it.
Sorry. Emotions took the best out of me.
Arun playing Football Manager. Let's go. I don't blame Kane if he leaves. In fact, his departure has been 3 seasons. Mama Ryan, always a realist. That's why we love him, although he's a Spurs fan.
Thanks for watching, bro.
Arun, would you, if you are a Spurs fan, would you hold it against your captain, your talisman, if he does indeed want to seek greener pasture? Because
no, not really.
Spurs feel like they're always on the verge of something big, and Harry Kane must be part of the program. Do you feel that this is an ultimate Judas move for him to go out when they need him the most?
It's really hard to say because there was a point in time Steven Gerrard wanted to leave to Chelsea, but he stayed.
Yep.
And you become a club legend, but everyone else always pins him for the fact that he did not win the Premier League. The conversation is always, the best midfielder in the world, but then he did not win the Premier League. What kind of argument is that? Yeah, right? So it's Harry Kane's career is just simply going to be like this. If he chooses to be the club legend, and at the end of the day, you look at rival fans asking you what the fuck did he actually win, and there's nothing to really say he won. It's not going to be a very amazing thing, lah. You know, anyway, to be a fucking sensational English player, to be really in the hype, you need to be like Rooney. I was there. I fucking did it. I went to all the finals. I fucking won the trophies. I won the league. So if you're gonna like be Harry Kane and sit down there for the rest of your life in Spurs, not winning anything, I don't know. And not like Spurs have always been winning trophies to say like, hey, come on, there's one more chance to go. I would say, you know, go for it. Go and get it. And who knows? Maybe once your later stages comes in life, come and retire back in Spurs. If I'm a Spurs fan, if I'm a Spurs fan.
I mean, they did it with Bale. They probably could do it with Kane, right, Joe?
Yep.
Yeah.
Although Bale said what, Joe, in the media?
I'm on for a year. I just here to get my fitness up, and then I'm going to go for Euros. And then I'm headed back to Madrid.
That was always the plan. I didn't know that they opened up gym membership for Spurs fans. Training 1 year, and then I'm back. I'm always gonna treat Spurs and Tottenham, alright, as my gym membership.
You can't say that, huh? Martin Odegaard as well, huh? You never know, huh?
Oh yeah.
Martin Odegaard. Okay. Be careful, huh? Later, Ryan will say the pot calling the kettle black again, huh?
If Kane want to live for trophies, only City, Chelsea, or Liverpool makes sense. I agree with you for once, Alexander. And then Solskjaer to be awarded bumper new 10 million a year. Wow, even if they fail to win a trophy this season. Oh, we're going to bring this up, all right? Because right now, that topic has actually sailed past us, but definitely we are going to revisit this ground, right, Joe? For Manchester United and OLE. For a 120 million, rather go for Haaland. It depends. You know, definitely Haaland will go for more than just 120. I'll pick Kane over Haaland any day. Haaland seems like the type of guy that doesn't respect loyalty, would jump ship. Yeah. You know what? I heard this podcast, right? They compare Haaland, all right, because he's such a narcissist. He is being compared to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's going to be a nomad. He's going to travel around the world, win every possible trophies. And no, spot on, Trace. If you want longevity, continuity, then you're not getting it from Haaland. This guy is really a big narcissist. And then it's now or never for Harry Kane. The club could really realistically have him. Real Madrid, Man United, Man City, I don't know. Haaland and Kane, 4-4-2 returns. Where does this leave Aguero? Any possibility, Derek? Manchester City, do you see Harry Kane fitting into the system for Pep?
Who? Harry Kane? No, Harry Kane.
No.
I don't think so. Yeah, because because of his pressing game. I mean, he don't even play with strikers, even when Aguero and Jesus is fit. So they don't need any strikers.
But he can convert. He can convert Harry Kane probably to a CDM. Because that's what he does, right, Pep? He converts people into another position. And then, Kane, if you're watching this show, please
leave. Please. Leave their club, man.
No, I want Harry Kane to leave Spurs. Not just because I'm an Arsenal fan, but because I admire and adore Harry Kane so much. And it will be such a shame that this guy, if he decides to hang up his boot, and he has nothing to show for. I know a lot of rhetoric has been given from the Spurs fan base saying that, oh, he could be a one-man club. Look at Stevie G. Look at Alan Shearer, his closest resemblance.
They want something there.
Yes, but they completely forget that before Shearer went into Newcastle, he already won the Premier League with Blackburn. You know, and then they say, oh, look at Francisco Totti. Dude, Totti won a Scudetto, man, with Roma. Although one time, but he also on the international level, he won the World Cup as well. So there is something to show for still. The same really cannot be said about Harry Kane.
Audi
Cup, right? Is he going to tell tales about Audi Cup to his grandchildren? I bet not.
He's not getting any younger, and his ankle injuries.
Not,
I
think it's the right age, Derek. Right age.
Correct.
27, you should go.
Exactly.
Agree though, but for 120 million plus his salary, they are better.
Okay, United can afford. Never mind.
Go to Madrid. Arun, how big of a shame it is for us, Premier League fans, if we were to lose Harry Kane to the La Liga, Madrid or even PSG to the League One?
That just shows ambition for clubs like Madrid and PSG. Like PSG wants to go to the next level. They want to win the Champions League. Honestly, I'm not a fan of Harry Kane. So if he leaves to even Singapore League, I don't really give a shit. Come
on, Arun.
Joe, we gotta
Lion City Sailors. Come on.
Arun. If he go to Singapore, which club do you think he will be going?
Which club is getting relegated in Singapore League?
Not yet, bro. Not yet.
Not yet. That shows knowledge.
Go to Singapore, which club you would choose?
Lion City Sailors, they can afford millions.
They can afford millions, what?
Yeah.
Outside of Haaland, don't think there's anyone else out there with that ability. And then Harry Kane can be the next Berbatov for United, a natural goal poacher. And also Kane must be looking at Modric and Bale as example. No, great, no, good one. But then again, if you're Gareth Bale like Joe, okay, let's say I'm your good buddy, and I say, hey, bro, I got one lobang, man, job opening at Real Madrid. If you're Gareth Bale, after all the turmoil that you have gone through, would you recommend me this job and say that, hey, bro?
I think instead of looking at Bale and Modric, he should look at Eden Hazard. He was dazzling in the Premier League, and when he went to La Liga, that fellow is just I don't know, man.
Kebab. Eden Kebab.
Yeah.
And then Lindelof is Mustafi without the beard. Ask the MJ to buy Lindelof to play for JDT Center. Hey, wait, what's this hate about Lindelof? I thought he's over already. And then can have a Van Persie kind of impact. Joe, do you really believe in that? That he can have that Van Persie impact?
Say Van Persie kind of impact, but I would say the Berbatov kind of impact. He'll come in and he'll literally lift the team up, man.
Yeah.
You either pick one or the other. Glory of being club legend, remember for goals and nothing more. No, you're right. You know what? I've been listening to this Rio Sport, right? He mentioned that when it was first season for Ruud van Nistelrooy and he was on the verge of clinching the Golden Boot. So he was just one goal. He was just one goal behind Thierry Henry, and United was playing Charlton Athletic at Old Trafford for the last game. And then what Fergie did to him until now is again really etched in his mind. Fergie decided to put him on not only on the bench, in the stands. You're not part of the matchday squad. And then Ruud came to Fergie and asked, hey, Gaffer, why am I not playing? You know that I'm actually aiming for this Golden Boot. He says, no, because this team is not winning anything this season. So even your Golden Boot counts for nothing. You have to connect your Golden Boot to trophies and silverware. And what happened next? Next season, he had a bombastic season. 44 goals, top scorer. Again, you guys won the Premier League. And that's where Fergie came to him. That's what I meant. You win the Golden Boot when you help your team to win something. Class.
Whoa.
Winning.
Yes, only Alex Ferguson can do that.
True. So
Pochettino couldn't do that. Pochettino couldn't do that with Harry Kane.
Harry Kane
forced his way into the final, and he did fuck all.
no, dude.
But it's very. I'm saying like it's very, very specific to certain managers and their charisma. Like maybe Pep can pull it off. Maybe Pep Guardiola could pull this off and all that. You can't go and tell a big player like Alex Ferguson can surely pull it off. He can pull it off with any player in the world, and he's proven it time and time again. But I don't think he can do it with Harry Kane now. Like
True. No, good point, Arun. And it begs the question right now, Joe. How confident are you that the guy that's handling Harry Kane is not Sir Alex? Is the mighty Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So how confident are you that if you get Harry Kane, because there is a possibility, people are writing United and also Harry Kane. And the only reason why the stories is again coming up to the forefront because there is a certain truth to it. But are you that confident that if Harry Kane does arrive at United and his manager is Ole, he can have the same impact as Berber and also even you want to go all the way back Teddy Sheringham?
I think we can do it. I'm going to go with what Derek said because Derek said we are creating chances, but the only thing we are lacking is a natural number 9. The thing is, if you look at some of our games, right, some of the goals that can be scored are from a natural 9 position, and the positioning play is just horrendous. I think anyone in the local league can even do a better job than Anthony Martial. And he's very lazy. And Harry Kane is not a lazy player. He tracks back, he runs, he searches for the ball. And the thing is, like what Derek and also what Arun said, we have the likes of players like Pogba, Bruno, and the likes of Rashford even to give Harry Kane beautiful ball. And that England link up, left Rashford, right Greenwood. Is that the England link up there?
Provided Greenwood plays.
Provided Greenwood play, but I think hopefully he will be the one playing. But the thing is, I'm saying that they will have a good communication there. They will have a good communication. So the thing is, Pogba will be able to release the ball to him. So that boy is just suited for it. But United. I don't know what they do is, but yeah.
All right. Man United fans, will you choose Kane or Son?
Kane. Anytime Kane.
Kane. Derek?
Kane.
What about Ridwan? Kane or Son? Kane, huh? Okay, fair enough.
Arun, Kane or Son?
Bale uses Spurs as anytime fitness. Let's go. You know what, Joe? He has been waiting for that opportunity, Tristan. He has been keeping that punchline.
Yeah.
And when I brought up Kane, I brought up Bale, he had to do it. Sheringham, Carrick, Berbatov, and possibly Kane. Now, seems like Tottenham is becoming United's London Academy. And then, let me see what I have now. Kane should look at Chris Waddle as an example. Waddle could have won many if only he had left Spurs. Then true. What a player, Chris Waddle. But then he didn't leave, one-man team, blah, blah, blah. And all those fairy tale, it did not again materialize for him. To be honest, I'll take Kane over Haaland. Bale gonna ask Kane to go back Madrid to play golf with him. Wales golf, Madrid Spurs gym. Hey, this is getting way too savage, Joe. This is getting way too savage, man. More chance of winning with England than Spurs. Come on, Harry Kane. Oh, he's a big England fan, huh?
He's a big England fan. Yeah.
Mighty Ole Gunnar, please, I'm eating. You made me spit out my rice. So hey, won't Harry Kane hinder Greenwood's progress?
Different position, man. Sohail, come on.
Nah. But wait, don't you feel that at times there is also a progression plan that one day Greenwood is gonna be your number 9?
No. Let's cut this crap. 5 years ago, we said the same thing of Anthony Martial. 5 years later, it's still shit.
I feel Greenwood will never be a centre forward.
And why not? Because Ole say that he's the most natural finisher that he has ever seen. And this is coming from a guy who has really good finishing ability, That's really high praise from Ole. But why can't he make the cut for your number 9?
I think because of his style of player, he doesn't seem to, because as a centre forward, you really need to hold the ball up very well.
Yeah.
Because if you are not able to hold the ball up, I mean, we used to have striker like Root who holds the ball up superbly, which Greenwood, Martial, and Rashford they don't do it at all. I mean, the one that can do it, we sold him away, Lukaku. So
which I think for me right now, it still feels like one of the biggest mistake from United to let go of Lukaku. Say what you want, that guy brings in the numbers. Okay,
he's a beast.
Kane won't come and play for Ole lah. Wallah. Whoa, Firman Rahmat. Never seen him before, man. Thanks, Firman, for watching us. And then Bale rejoins Spurs to use White Hart Lane's new training facilities, man. And this is coming from a Spurs fan, He's real. He's keeping it 100. Chill. Second year drought is normal. He will get better. He is a 19 man. Give him time. And then Kane, Berba, Son, Park Jin-soo, which is better at United? Derek? Kane, Berba, Son. Wait. So what's the question? Which is better?
That's
Harry Kane.
Okay.
People forget he's only 19. Long way. You say there's still time.
Greenwood,
Yeah, there's still time for Greenwood to actually develop into that clinical, that L phenomenon. And Greenwood is a centre forward. This is from Kieran, but he cannot be the only centre forward in the 4-2-3 or 4-5-1.
Yeah, correct.
He doesn't thrive as a single focal centre forward. Yeah, and again, that's why I think it's pressing. It's really compelling right now for Manchester United to get hold of Harry Kane, right, Joe? Because I think right now, possibly the best number 9. Again, this is my personal opinion. Is Harry Kane. He can do anything and everything. He can pass. He can defend. He can track back. He can play backs against the goal. He can be the target man. He can be the one running behind the channel. This guy can do anything, man, anything. And it hurts that he's playing for Spurs, especially being an Arsenal fan. United fans comparing their new young striker through the youth team to Martial. No wonder United having problems.
Who are we comparing, man? I don't know. Firman, are you watching the show, bro?
So last one before we wrap this up, I just want to ask again a quick one, round table. Joe,
let's ask with Arun. Let's start with Arun first.
Okay, Arun, Harry Kane, will he move? Will he not this summer?
I hope he does. Manchester United.
Wrong question, Wrong question, Joe. Wrong question to ask Arun.
It's so apt for it, though. He hates United and he hates Harry Kane. Match made in heaven.
I think it's a step up if he goes to Manchester United. Like the next level you all have been talking about earlier, right? It's going to be for Manchester United will be to have a player like Harry Kane to bring them forward again. Like there was a talk about having trust. Can I trust the player or not? Whole England fucking trust Harry Kane. So the pressure and all that. Harry Kane is the kind of guy who will bring Manchester United to the next level on a many basis, on a intangible and tangible basis.
Sure. Okay, agree. Okay. I think what resonates strongly, right, is the mentality, right, Arun? The mentality that he will bring into the squad. I think that is severely lacking, that winner's mentality. Although Harry Kane has not won anything much for he to show for as well. Resign Zlatan lah, from Faisal Jabbar. And another expert to Manchester United like Sheringham. If Kane wants to succeed even further, he needs to move away from Spurs. No disrespect, the truth. Derek, any chance that you can see Harry Kane, the captain of England, donning on that famous red of Manchester, of course?
Yeah, of course. I think he will bring experience, leadership, clinical finishing. But my only concern and worry is his ankles, lah, bro. Yeah, because ankle injuries, right? From what I have experienced before, so it's not so easy to.
Do you fully recover? Do you fully recover from it?
You will get it back over and over again.
It's okay. We have faith in the medical board, bro.
Yeah, that's my only concern. Yeah.
I mean, Joe, Harry Kane, if that does happen to him, right, he can always find a buddy in Paul Pogba, in the in the treatment on the treatment table.
Yeah, right? But then the thing is, Paul doesn't get injured all the time.
Does he not? No, he does. He does. Derek, does Paul Pogba get injured frequently?
Actually, quite frequently.
Yeah, quite frequent, Joe. He gets injured quite frequently.
Every season, he will miss games.
2 months at least. 2 months.
Yeah, exactly. Which we wouldn't want that to happen.
Ridwan, any chance Harry Kane, your number 9 for Manchester United, will it happen? Yes. Huh? You everything, yes. I also wonder why sometimes I ask you the question. Okay, so the first one. Okay, this is why we actually paid the money. This is why we robbed the bank to bring Arun in, Joe, today.
Yep.
You wanna start? You wanna lace this up? What are we talking about? The next one.
This is it, boys. This is it. What we're gonna talk about. Gini, EC Barca bound is definitely gonna go there, but is Liverpool making a mistake? Arun, this is where we want to hear from you, bro. Is Liverpool actually making a huge mistake or no, a small mistake in letting Gini go? Because this boy actually single-handedly won you guys that semi-final Champions League, and eventually he brought you guys to final.
Yeah, man.
But this boy here is I'm a Dutch fan. I've been seeing him play in a Dutch shirt, and that boy actually dazzles in the middle of the park. For me, I feel he's a big loss. But I want to hear from a Liverpool fan point of view. Yep. Do you think it's actually a huge loss having Gini? Because I know I have some remarks that says that no, it's better for Gini to go so that there's more game time for Curtis Jones. It's better for Gini to go so that we can have that Pep, Hendo, and Thiago combination there, and we don't need Gini anymore. And they're saying no, Gini has been overhated. He's asking for too much money. So I want to hear it from your point of view, bro. Do you think losing Gini is actually a huge hole in the gap for the impact of Liverpool?
Liverpool fans actually said that this is a very good thing. Was that what you're saying? Like some Liverpool fans?
They did. Okay, Arun, all right. Before you move, Arun, we actually conducted a poll. All right, I placed it on the poll on Instagram, and I wouldn't say it was a landslide victory, but then again, when it comes to the result, right, it says that it's okay. It's a good move. It's time for him to move on.
Okay. So this is I really disagree with that bunch of people who said that Gini Wijnaldum has to leave the club. Firstly, right, he's the fourth choice captain for the club, right?
Yeah.
Which makes him like he is one of the leaders in the dressing room, and so it's like saying, okay, it's fine for James Milner to leave or Henderson to leave. Leadership is a very, very irreplaceable thing in the dressing room. Yep. You cannot be like having a situation where everybody's down and nobody steps up. If you look at a French national team and how Pogba steps up when the World Cup, leadership is very, very important. And in a squad like Liverpool, Gini Wijnaldum is one of the leaders. Yeah. So not just that. So these are just intangible things, right? The other thing is like the fact that he Henderson gets injured. Henderson every now and then gets injured. Milner gets injured. Some of these players do get injured, but Gini Wijnaldum, right, has been putting in shift after shift after shift after shift. And he's one player who's always on the list, right, that Jurgen Klopp does not need to worry about. Okay, if somebody is like going to be out, I know there's Gini Wijnaldum to fill up the spot, or I can already play him. There is so much work ethics he puts into the field when he plays as well. It's not like he's just strolling around, hoping for something to happen. He puts in the work. He's in the front line attacking with them. He's at the back. He's so box to box. Yeah. He would like be very, very the loss will be very, very big if he actually leaves the club. And if you realize he leaves because I think they could not agree with the contract, he actually only wants a longer term contract.
1 year, just by 1 year more.
Yeah, just an extra 1 year. I don't understand why a fucking club can't give a very, very important player an extra 1 more year, you know? Like, he's such a good utility player. And if you look at how he plays for Holland, right? He's in a very, very attacking front, you know. He's always scoring goals. I'm shocked to see him score those goals. And I think in Liverpool, he's actually been restricted. I think he's been asked to do a tactical thing, like, you know, you just be the tactical guy, get the tackles in, press and all that. And he fucking does it. He does not complain. He does not go like, oh, I should be playing more attacking. I should be getting some passes, so I should be scoring and all that kind of thing. Does not do any fucking thing. He's like a boy born, a local boy born and playing for the club. That's how he plays for the club. And I really, really think that it is a mistake. He's only 31 or 30 years old. It's not like he's fucking 35. If he's 35, then the conversation can be different. Yeah, it's time for him to leave. He's still got a good 3 years in his back, you know, and a midfielder picks only from 28 to 32. So these are his probably years to let him go on a free to Barcelona simply because you do not want to extend 1 more fucking year to a very, very loyal guy. I just don't understand why. So I really think it's a very, very bad move for Liverpool, and I've been saying it for a long time. Though they have adequately covered this position, Gini Wijnaldum gives them let's say he's going to come from the bench for the next 2 to 3 seasons, right? He's still going to be a fucking reliable guy to put in the game.
True. Agree.
So I don't know. I just disagree with the fact that people and Liverpool fans actually think it's a fucking good time for him to leave. That is really absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong.
They don't know football.
Yeah, that's all you need to know, man. I think we probably could have just shut shop when it comes to Gini.
Exactly.
All you need to know in a box by Arun. And then again, you know, it boggles my mind as well that how you know some of the Liverpool fans in their head could sanction that move. Because I personally feel that Gini Wijnaldum for the past 5 seasons has been one of the best central midfielder in Premier League, at least for the Premier League's context. And he's also emblematic to everything that's good for Liverpool. You know, you talk about versatility. You know, Arun did mention about him being humble, him being loyal, you know, him being the engine. He does not complain. And he is, like I mentioned again, he's emblematic towards whatever that's good that has happened for Liverpool for the past 5 seasons. And don't forget that he was the same guy who went into Liverpool when they had nothing on the shelf. Nothing. Absolute zero. Right, Arun? And he could be deployed as a 6, as a 8. You know, at times when things get really desperate and dicey, Klopp would push him as a 10 as well. And he could do it all. And for him to be ousted by the club just because of that 1 year contract, you know, I feel like it's a complete shame. It's a complete abomination that he's not being granted his wish. At the end of the day, if you're working in a corporate company, there is that golden handshake, right? That your club gives you, you know, because you have been with us for that long, or they call it the long service award rather. Okay, we're going to give you this because you have been really loyal to us, and this is your just reward. But I want to change the conversation. I want to change the tune, Derek. Could this be Liverpool and FSG just stamping their authority to again a potential scenario with players running down their contracts that no, there's no player power here. You know, everything goes through us. We don't really care who you are. You know, what you have done for this club is our way or the highway. Because you know, right now, a lot of players are running down their contracts because they want that last payday, the big one, the last hurrah. Like what Arsenal is giving to fucking Willian at Arsenal. do you think that this is just FSG and Liverpool, you know, practicing financial prudence on their end?
I mean, is it really true that it's because of that 1 year? Maybe it's because of the agent wanting to get some fee or something. Maybe there's something else which is in the contract which FSG couldn't agree on, that maybe they.
I think the story has been consistent, Derek. Ever since they started negotiation, it has always been consistent. He's right now being paid for the past 5 seasons 75k per week. Can you imagine? Only 75. Yeah, exactly. And he wants to be on 120 for 4 years. So he wants an additional year, and they couldn't see eye to eye.
Yeah, but I mean, like, for FSG stamping on their ground on a player like this, I think it's a shame, no? Because the thing is, he has been like the most loyal Liverpool player without like what Arun said, without complaining and stuff. Why would you want to carry off a player like that? Which I don't understand at all. Yeah.
Unless it's like this. FSG is willing to spend millions of dollars to bring Tom Brady in to win a bloody Super Bowl, but they're not going to extend Gini's contract for 1 year because he just wants to stay in the club. That's how shitty it is, man.
Yeah, boy. It's really mind-blowing, you know. Ridwan, where do you stand? Gini Wijnaldum, would you want him in Manchester United's colour? You want that, Ridwan, for yourself? Manchester United, Gini Wijnaldum? Oh, you have to think about it, huh? So you are rating Fred and McTominay over Gini Wijnaldum, Ridwan?
Maybe a replacement for Matic.
Okay, Ridwan, I'm not going to ask you another question about Liverpool and also Gini Wijnaldum, okay? I'm going to save you the trouble. No, Ridwan, you know I love you, right? Okay, let's take this. Gini is an unsung hero Dutch fan here, for sure lost. Oh, no, I've actually read this. Oh, no, he actually gave an underhand. This is, again, fully loaded statement. It's not going to be a big loss, Arun, because you guys are losing anyway. So what are you talking about? He's a United fan. He's a United fan, by the way.
Wait. I didn't read that again.
No, Gini is... No, this is a low blow.
Since Liverpool seems to be losing half of the games. Oh, my goodness. Kieran, come on, Kieran. Arun is shell shocked.
I am. I'm actually quite... I'm like, wow.
Gini is the engine of the squad. Insane work rate. FJ.
All right, here comes all the Liverpool guys.
Okay, Liverpool guys, Arun. Okay. Yes, huge loss. No. Gini has done his part for sure. Liverpool already have his replacement in place, Curtis and Thiago. I believe it's more than just about giving him new contract. Quickly on this,
I would love to do this.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, they do have Curtis and Thiago, and if he comes from the bench, Gini Wijnaldum is going to come from the bench. He's going to still put in a shift. If he's going to be in the starting 11, he's still going to be putting in the shift. If you are going to go and fight for more trophies in the future, where you are trying for the Premier League, the double, the treble, or whatever, you would want your entire squad to be filled with players you could rely on. Like, if Thiago gets injured, I can simply put in Gini Wijnaldum, who has very, very low injury record.
True.
So you would need you would need a very good bench like what Man City has right now. Like,
insane. Yeah.
The second bench could win you a Premier League as well, you know?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
So you will want very strong players with strong mentalities, and you want them to be in the sidelines telling you, hey, you know, you should be, if Curtis Jones is not playing well, come on, you should be like playing much better.
Yep.
And he wouldn't complain.
Yeah, he wouldn't complain.
Yeah.
And that's why he's everything good.
Exactly.
He's everything good that's happening right now to Liverpool, man. And you know the funny part, I spoke a lot to my Arsenal group, right? Believe it or not, we've got Arsenal group in Singapore, all right? Although it doesn't count for much. But I say, why can't our board go ahead, all right, and prove their ambition and get this guy who is a proven winner?
Yeah, that is a really good suggestion.
Get him, Arsenal. Get him. He wants 120. My Granit Xhaka, who commits suicidal harikiri every now and then, okay, who implodes and explodes every 3 and 5 matches, he's earning 135. You're telling me this guy 120 cannot walk into Arsenal squad? You got to be taking a piece, man. If you don't want to take a shot, just take a pot shot, man. See whether Gini wants to bite at it. Staying in London now, you know, maybe that could be a game changer for Gini. He does not have to really go abroad, right?
Honestly,
but Arun, yeah, bro. But Arun, but what if we get better and younger replacement? Are you saying Liverpool should keep Gini as a backup instead of a starting player, Arun?
We already have a younger replacement in Curtis Jones, right? and younger players are not going to give you. Younger players need to be managed properly. They should not be overplayed.
Yep.
If there is a 60-game season, there should be like they are played until they get to a certain age. They should be only played like 30 to 45 games, and there are going to be times where he should be rested. A younger player should be rested and not overplayed, right? So that is very important. I'm not saying like losing Gini is like losing like Virgil van Dijk, you know, but there is like a very important essence that he brings into the table, and that is going to be missed, especially if the midfielders next season start getting injured. And you're going to be asking yourself, why the fuck did I sell the guy who puts in a shift for me every single week?
Yeah, boy.
For one extra year, $50,000 more.
And look, when they come up with this again, this rhetoric of younger age. Your team, your club is the same club that's playing Henderson, who is 34, and also James Milner, who is 35, every now and then. And you're telling me a 30-year-old guy who has really low to zero injury record cannot make the cut right now?
I really think this is a very bad move by Liverpool. So this is my
honest opinion, man. Yeah. Emre Can, does it represent Emre Can's situation previously?
No,
when you guys...
no, I don't really think so. Emre Can really wanted to like go greener pastures. He was like, I think after he left after he left for Juventus, he was like so stoked about playing beside Cristiano Ronaldo. So yeah, and Michan left for different reasons. But Gini Wijnaldum looks like, from what I hear, the story has been consistent, like you said. It's been about that 1 year contract extension, and I can understand the guy has 6 or 7 kids. He has to feed a fucking family, man. Yeah, he got 6 or 7 kids.
So and the next and it's a no-brainer that his next destination is Barca because it's Ronald Koeman there. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So for him, it's like, you give me the 1 year extension, I'll stay. If not, I'll just go to my Dutch daddy then.
He's not like he wants to leave also, and I don't think it's Klopp's decision as well.
Yeah, it's probably the FSG. To me, we should go all the way to keep Gini, full stop. Faisal Jabbar comes in again. I agree on his leadership qualities, and he's a true winner, game changer. No, maybe you want to check again that game against Barcelona. You know, when he actually leaped like salmon out of water. 120k per week, Joe. For Genie, it's a no-brainer lah. Come on lah, FSG.
No-brainer.
I don't think it's just a 1 year extension. A new term of contract will see him through to 2025. He's only going to cost FSG more than we can ever imagine.
FSG has made enough money to cover that, man.
True. I agree. And then we need squad depth, and selling Genie just not is actually going to make our bench worse. Alexander. I think
no.
No.
We want Bissouma,
because you guys are getting Bissouma. No way. Genie is a workhorse. To be honest, I don't think he will be a starting 11 in any club outside of top 6. Really? No. He said he
would be a starting. Come on, you almost started a war with Arun here. No,
I nearly did. Okay, I have to recheck.
I'll just be shell shocked again.
But Joe, he mentioned that he will command an instant spot outside of top 6. Let's change the question. Even if it's within the top 6, he will still command the place.
Yeah, he'll walk into United.
He can walk into Spurs. He can walk into Arsenal. Definitely, he can probably walk into Chelsea. I reckon. Maybe Man City, there's probably could be a case for an argument. But then, hey, that's probably all the top 4 or top 5 that I've mentioned.
Definitely.
Although I know Arsenal is right now in 10th position, but who cares? We are winning the Europa anyway. All right, the next one. Oxlade is earning 120k as well.
Loading.
They should be going off instead of Genie, if you ask me. All right, Arun, just wrap this up quickly. Genie, bad move. Do you think Liverpool will really suffer long term? The impact of Genie leaving?
No, actually, Liverpool's one of the biggest positives is they have too many fucking midfielders in Liverpool.
Too many that they play them as central defenders, right, Arun?
Yeah, sometimes. And there is the youth talents coming up. They won't really suffer, but probably when the injuries start piling up, like how it happened for the defensive unit, right? You might be looking there and thinking, like, this season, I was thinking, why the fuck did Dejan Lovren go?
Yeah.
You do not want a situation like that, because Dejan Lovren puts in a decent shift. He does fuck ups and all that, but he puts in a decent shift, and this is what you want next season as well. When you're not selling an old player, you are selling a 30-year-old player, or is probably in his prime, and a guy who will always give you that consistency. He will ease the headache, fuck. Next season, if you start seeing a trend where the midfield unit starts getting injured, you'll be thinking, why the fuck did we sell Gini Wijnaldum? Simple as that. So if that doesn't happen, of course, you can always think, okay lah, not too bad. We didn't
suffer that
we
much.
didn't lose someone us that much.
Okay. So this could be again reactionary lah. Only if you actually cross that bridge, then you would know. Okay. So next one quickly, Van Dijk's dilemma. Should Liverpool play him in the UCL final if they make it through? Because why, Joe?
Keep him up.
You're a Dutch fan, right? Wait. Are you gutted that your captain for Orange is not going to play for you guys in this edition of Euro 2021?
You never know. He might come back, bro. He might come back.
Okay. Let's go on to the more neutral ground, Derek. Because right now they say, right, this is again taken from Liverpool's Echo report. Okay, really substantial publishing act from Liverpool. Really, I would say there's a bit of credibility. It says that at this current moment, Liverpool are in this catch-22 situation because they are reporting to the Dutch squad that Van Dijk will not make it at all for this season. Thus, the reason hence why he shouldn't make it for the Dutch squad as well, and he could start pre-season early. But if Liverpool does end up going into the Champions League final, and if Van Dijk is fit, and if they decide to pick him up, it will send signal to Philippe Cocu and his team that Van Dijk is back, so it's good now for him to return back to the Dutch squad. Derek, if you're as a player, Where do you stand on this? You just had, again, a really massive injury, a career-threatening one. Do you want to risk it all to play for your country, or do you rather, probably just take it slow? Whatever happens, que sera sera. We'll start afresh next season.
Okay, if let's say talking about the Champions League, I don't think I would want to be part of it because I'm not one of the players that bring the Liverpool team into the Champions League finals.
Well, good point.
But for country wise, I would play for my country. Yeah,
really?
Because
even with a half functioning league.
Yeah, but I mean, it's your country. You're playing for your country. I mean, what more can you get? It's like a totally different thing. It's like you're playing for honor, your own country.
Ridwan, would you do that? Would you risk yourself playing for your country whereby you get paid zero? Would you go against your club's wishes if you have the chance to represent your country?
For me, I'm not a Dutch fan. I would say to rest him until the pre-season lah. Because I don't want to risk him. Because you say Liverpool, they need Van Dijk next season.
They must. They need him. They definitely need him. Yeah.
Let's say if he make it to the final, Liverpool make it to the final, and he make it to the Euros. And he's injured again in Euros.
Habis.
It's okay. I mean, if it's okay if Netherlands win the Euros and he got injured, it's okay.
Okay, good for Joe.
It's part and parcel for football. It's part and parcel of football, no?
It's part of parcel in your life.
It's like we get to the final, like Ronaldo gets to the Euro final and gets injured, but still win the cup. That is fine. That is fine. No, it's fine. As long as Orangey wins at the end of the day, that is fine. No.
Arun, again, I want you to quickly close this up for us because we have the last agenda to go through. Is this a classic case of any club's wishes and also interest taking precedence over your country?
Okay, it's very different for us because we are like Singaporeans. Our country doesn't really go very far in a lot of tournaments. But
Vision 2034. Vision 2034.
Come on, Arun.
It's very different for those guys lah. I always thought, why the fuck would I choose my country over my club, right? But I understand that it's very different from that for them. Like they're very passionate about their country, and this is a chance to represent their country. And they will surely go try their best for it. But on a very, very Liverpool fan perspective, I honestly don't give a shit about Euros. So
Wait, Joe, this guy don't give a shit about anything. What does he give a shit about?
Only Liverpool. Liverpool country. Liverpool. The day Liverpool participates in the Euros, then you see me full on support.
So Arun, so in case you get into the final again, still Van Dijk is okay to be omitted out of the squad, right? That's what you're telling me.
I think Jurgen Klopp would not let him play because he would want to protect his player, and he would have this negotiating chip that saying that we have already gone this far with these current players. I trust the players and I want to reward them to bring them to the final. And I think Virgil van Dijk is the kind of guy who would understand that and not want to come in like, hey, I deserve it because I'm a defender of Liverpool. I need to be in the final. So I think Virgil van Dijk is not that kind of guy. Jurgen Klopp is also the kind of guy who will not let preferential treatment. He probably give it to the guy who earned it to go to the final. And also use this as a negotiating chip for not sending him to the Euros, because it's very, very crucial that this player cannot get injured. Because if you see how Liverpool plays right now, the reason they brought in Thiago and all these investments they have made is also with the fact that Virgil van Dijk is going to be injury free, and then it really backfired big fucking time. To that extent, Fabinho has to play centre back, and you're depending on a guy like Joel Matip, and then Joe Gomez gets injured the next week, and then Thiago is now playing defensive midfielder. Have you seen him going for a tackle? It's always a yellow card tackle. So, and then players have been shuffling around. The two wing backs cannot go and attack as how they usually can attack because the centre backs are not fast enough. One of the day I saw Jordan Anderson chasing after Ginepo, the Southampton player, and I was like, we are fucked.
That's Armageddon. That's Armageddon.
Jordan Anderson's running for his life and he still cannot catch the guy. And Liverpool needs pacey centre backs for the future, and I don't think Liverpool will risk
him. Okay, good one. Van Dijk. And you know what? Just going back to Arun's point, right? So Liverpool tried Joel Matip, that didn't work out to a T. They also tried Joe Gomez, also failed. The third guy they're about to try is Joel Roberts.
Yeah.
That's the only Joe. That's the only Joe they have not tried out yet. Okay. So who knows? But Joe, quickly, does this then cut your chances or your odds of winning the Euros by half? Not having Van Dijk around.
Yeah, boy, it's a lot. It's a lot to take seriously.
Okay, so no VVD should be kept for next season. Yep, I think everybody can agree on that. He has missed out most of the season. Bring him to the finals, perhaps a cameo role. I think that defeats the purpose. If he's fit, then Philip Cocu will tell him, beep, beep, call back. You're fit, right? You're fit, so come back. And then we need a fresh and match fit VVD next season. Lamar.
Yeah, agreed. You got Sven Botman, you got so many centre backs. Why do you all need VVD?
Exactly. So we need delete and VVD. Solid.
Okay, so that's done and dusted. We've got the last one. This is the most interactive one. Let's start off with the best European competition in the world right now. It's not your Wednesday and Thursday, yeah. It's your Friday night.
Friday night.
Oh, okay.
Which Arun will soon join us. All right, Joe, you agree?
Yep, he's going to join us next season. Or so maybe not. Or not even a Europe season next season, I think.
Oh, no European at all. Huh? All right, first of all, Derek, was it a favorable draw for United?
Yeah, I think
finally.
Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. I think the destination plays a part because we don't go too far like Slavia Prague. I think is in Czech Republic, right?
No. Slavia is Czech.
Czech, right?
Czech. Yeah, Croatia is Dynamo Zagreb.
So I think Spain is still not too bad. So favorable draw.
Okay, but then Ridwan, if United does end up reaching the semi-finals, right, which is a big taboo word for Ole and also Manchester United, you guys have the chance to meet either AX and also AS Roma. Fancy your chance, buddy, against them?
I would want to meet Roma.
Oh, action are you? Why? Because got Chris Smalling.
Yeah, or even Ajax. We see how because Ajax and Roma are doing well. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
How about you,
right.
Anand? How about you?
I'm happy. In fact, I think we had rub of the green. We had the better luck when it comes to draw, because I wouldn't want my team, again to square up against AS Roma and
boy.
But having said that, right, Joe, I'm also a bit nervous, man. That there is a possibility that I might
Villarreal.
Good evening. Mr. Good Evening will have all the agenda against us, and this guy is a fucking European Cup or Europa Cup specialist. Won it 3 times, man, back to back with Sevilla.
That's like the ideal semi-final, huh? Arsenal and Villarreal.
That is Unai Emery's cup, man. And then when he went over to Arsenal, first time, poof, final, only for us to get completely dismembered by Chelsea. And then now that he's in Villarreal, first season, he's already about to reach the semi-final once again.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really nervous, man. The fact that I have to meet up with Good Evening. To be honest, I would rather take AS Roma, man, over Villarreal, because that guy is a fucking specialist. But then we have this. We want the guests right now, not only the guests, the viewers as well, to actually chime in as well. See the roadmap to Poland. Joe, you mentioned the new tagline for United, or the new hashtag is
Poland for loading.
Poland for loading. And why? We want to explain to the crowd why Poland for loading. It seems like you are taking a dig at a club.
Yeah, I mean, Istanbul 7 is coming, so Poland 4 is loading.
Istanbul could come.
Just have to do it, right? Okay, so let's go. Arun, Dynamo Zagreb against Villarreal. Who do you fancy making it through over the course of 2 legs? Villarreal.
Yeah.
Hey, but this is the same club, that knocked Spurs out of the European Cup competition. From 2-0 down, they rose from the dead, 3-2, not giving them any chance.
Spurs.
Stop it, boys. Stop it.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. I get you. All right. So that's Arun. For me, I think again against Slavia Prague. Although Slavia Prague are the same team that actually knocked Leicester and also Rangers out. Impressive team. We got our work cut out in this tie. If we're gonna take this easy, and we probably end up with pie on our face, I think we will also make it through. So that leaves us and Villarreal meeting in the semi-finals. Derek, yourself for United and Granada.
I think we would go through, but barely. Yep.
Okay. Derek, reverse psychology card that you are playing. Why barely? You guys dismantled Real Sociedad with consummate ease, man. And they are a team that's chasing top 4.
But we got OLE.
Oh, you got OLE. Okay. All right. Nice one. Realist, right? He's a realist. I told you so. Ridwan, AX versus AS Roma.
Oh, a very tough one.
We always give you the tough one, bro. Come on.
Roma.
Come on, Ridwan.
Ridwan? Okay. Roma. Thank you, Roma. Thank you. I thought for once he's gonna take at least 24 hours to come back with the
maybe
answer.
one. Yeah.
Lucky thing he came back to us. Okay, good one. Joe. So right now, semi-final, it's between Villarreal and also Arsenal. I'm not gonna answer this. I'm not gonna take this up, okay? Because you all know what's the answer. I'm gonna ask Arun, the more partial guy. Arun, if Arsenal, the mighty Gunners, all right, if we end up squaring up against Villarreal, good evening. Do we stand a chance to make it?
I think Arsenal does. I think Arsenal and Arsenal does.
Okay, so Arsenal will make it into the final. So Poland, #Poland4 loading for Arsenal as well. Derek, semi-final, AS Roma, who is right now what? Are they third in Serie A? They are, right? They are third in Serie A. So for them, the league, something to play for still. The same cannot be said about you guys. Do you think that they will have lesser focus on the cup?
OLE semi-final. So I think it will be a Villarreal Roma final.
Oh, serious, bro, Derek?
Yeah.
Derek,
bro, you know me for five years, man. And this is what you come up with.
Yeah, but I really feel it will be a Villarreal Roma final.
Oh, serious? So none of the English team will make it to the finals?
Yeah, I think because these two teams are actually quite unpredictable also.
They are. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's not easy also facing them actually.
No, I agree. Wow. So Derek has completely upset the bookies, man, Joe. He's going for AS Roma and Villarreal.
Villarreal Roma.
Roma is 6th place.
6th place right now.
Roma
Okay, 6th place.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ridwan. Thank you so much for that. Before, because right, on the internet, people will slam me in the comment. Haha, what kind of host are you? You don't know your facts before you actually blurted out. So 6, Roma, AS Roma, okay? Ridwan, do you agree with Derek? It could be a Spanish versus Italian kind of final?
I would want Arsenal and United in the final.
Do you think you'll get it?
Right.
Do you think you'll get it?
Or maybe Villarreal and United in the final because
Ridwan.
Unai Emery might want.
Ridwan, you were on your best behaviors just now when you mentioned Arsenal and United, and then you decided that it's going to be funny, all right, for you to say that maybe it's Villarreal and Manchester United. Ridwan, you know, right? I'm the one controlling this stream right now.
We can kick you at any time, huh?
I would say because I would say Unai Emery wants to revenge on Arsenal while you kick him out, maybe.
Okay. All right, so it's Villarreal versus Manchester United for Ridwan. Arun is going for Arsenal, right? Arsenal. Manchester United to make it to the final, Arun, for yourself?
Yeah. I think it would be like what everyone would want to see, but you know how it happens. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way. But I think this is the most crowd pulling one. You know, if like Europa wants to fucking make money, they should
make sure we win. Make sure.
Make sure.
Put some English referees in the game. You know?
and I don't know if if it pans out that way when United and Arsenal were to lock horns, who do you think will come out as the eventual winners?
Oh, bro, penalty shootout.
Let's go for it. If now you like this, Arun just said it. If Europa League wants to make more money, then United should win it. Then straight up.
No. Wow, it's a very tough call,
So you think United is gonna edge it over Arsenal?
You should just go down to penalties, and then somebody suffers a really tremendous heartbreak.
He's not gonna say it, bro.
He's not gonna say it. Okay, Joe, I want to ask from you, man, United fan. Arsenal United final first. Is that gonna happen? Is that gonna materialize?
See whether we can beat Granada first or not. Then we talk about
I'm probably gonna ask my team to whether we can beat it.
We say that we're gonna sweep off AC Milan and then we saw what happened, right?
Okay.
Yeah. First, let's talk about playing Granada first.
All right, with the hype of Man United and Arsenal, who knows? Villarreal might just be the season Europa winners. Yeah, there you go. Derek just said it. Danny Parejo pulling the strings. Alsace and also Gerard Moreno, who's having a really good season. Gerard Moreno scoring the goal Yellow Submarines, and also Dynamo to go through and meet Slavia Prague in the final. This J, you know, right? It's end of the month. If it's end of the month, that means it's about for you to receive the kaching. So be careful of what you say. Granada versus Roma in the semi-finals. What's up? What did all these people have for their dinner?
All these are Jay is Liverpool fan as well.
Liverpool, sour.
Yeah.
Wait, never mind. Because after this, we're going to the Champions League. Dynamo versus Roma. Roma champions. Italy represents. Diban, what are you? You have Arun on the show.
Oh, they know each other.
Yeah, I know him.
Oh, nice.
Roma have the mighty Mkhitaryan, which is
boy,
Alex Dennis' favorite player. He cannot stop yapping about Mkhitaryan. Yes, Roma quite inconsistent in the domestic league. I think Ajax will go through and say, wow. And if Pogba plays, we should make it to the finals. Hopefully, we don't meet Arsenal though. We don't do well against them in recent times. Finally, something that's logical from Kiran. Okay, so I think I don't know. I got this sick feeling that Arsenal will not win the Europa, but I really think that we will make it to the finals for some reason. But I don't think we're gonna make it. I
just got this gut feeling that you guys are going to meet Granada and you guys are going to lose it to them.
I know it. No, it's really not inconceivable. It's not inconceivable for Arsenal to do the bottling job. All right, so Joe, if we have the Europa, we should have the Champions League as well. I know this is none of our interest, but then again, let's go for Arun's sake lah. Let's do it lah for Arun.
Guys, you all don't need to do it for my sake. We are surely going to be winning the Champions League.
Arun,
Istanbul 7 is coming.
We are not gonna ask you, Arun. We are gonna ask Ridwan and Derek.
All right.
You're actually not part of this conversation. Okay, so right now I'm gonna share this screen right now. Let me see. Joe, maybe you want to take the crowd for a while I get this screen up and running.
Fellas, that's it. It's Istanbul 7. For those of you watching, please comment in this comment section. Do you guys think it's Liverpool gonna be doing and increase their European royalty to 7 Champions League? Big old years. Is that gonna happen? Oh my goodness. If it's gonna happen, that's it.
You know what, Joe? Some really tantalizing matchups, man.
Yeah, very nice games.
First one, Joe. Let's start with the first one, brother.
I really wanted this to be the final though.
No, I feel that I feel that the quarterfinal is a bit of an anti-climax because I personally wanted Manchester City against Bayern Munich. Because we've seen Bayern against Paris last season. You know, it wasn't a showpiece at all. In fact, it was really boring as hell, that final. Because everybody was talking about, it's going to be goals galore, the floodgate will be broken, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? Fate will always do you the opposite. It was a 1-0, right? So I thought it was a bit of an anticlimax. I wanted personally City against Bayern Munich, but then again, they will meet probably in the semi-finals. I'm going to start first, Bayern versus Paris Saint-Germain. Just because of Bayern's pedigree in this competition, they will edge it over Paris. Just that.
Oh my God. There goes Mbappe to Liverpool then.
And Joe, Man City taking up Dortmund. Another interesting one. And you know why, right? City. You talk about OLE and semi-final. Ask Manchester City. When it comes to European, and quarterfinals.
That's it.
They did it against AS Monaco. They did it against Lyon last season. Do you think they will again slip up? This is not a bad Dortmund, and of course they are not tearing it up in Bundesliga.
No, I just feel that Pep has that experience. He's going to do it. I think City in the semi-final.
You sure? So City will make it through. All right. So let's go to the next one. Real Madrid, Liverpool. We don't ask Arun because we definitely know the answer. Ridwan, Liverpool and Real Madrid, Ridwan. Who's going to make it through? This feels like, it's laced up with a lot of vendettas, Joe. Ramos coming back, trying to fix the arm of Salah that he broke 3 years ago. So a lot
I'm gonna say one of Arun's Facebook posts. Even if Liverpool don't win the game, just break Ramos' leg.
Agreed. I mean, that is a win.
Why so savage, Arun? Why so savage? Wait, this has been 3 years coming. Why are you still not over it?
Bro, I actually watched this game in Chennai, right? And it was Liverpool fans, like 5 of us, and all Real Madrid fans.
Okay.
So the game was going so well, and I was looking at all these guys in India. They were just going crazy about Cristiano Ronaldo and Real Madrid, and wow. And when I saw Salah just drop, right, it was my heart sank, man. It was like not a fair battle. If they wanted it for a fair battle, I would have still taken the L, but it was just clear-cut cheating, brought Salah down, and I wish I can kill him personally.
Arun, what if the whole thing happened again? What if this time he breaks Salah's ankles?
Bro, both of them are training, okay? Both of them are training for like WrestleMania. Do you see the one? WrestleMania 37, both of these guys.
This could probably be The Rock and John Cena, boy. The second homecoming. But then so Ridwan, all right, take wrestling away out of football. Real Madrid versus Liverpool.
Come on.
Who do you fancy? Who do you fancy?
Ridwan, don't take 1 hour.
Come on,
Since
Ridwan.
Liverpool, Jota is back, I will say Liverpool.
Wow.
All right, man. Wow.
Ridwan. Objective and fair for the first time in his
I'm
entire
sorry,
living.
I say Liverpool.
You don't have to be sorry. Nobody supports Real Madrid here. Okay. So Derek, the next one you're gonna take one. Wow. Are we looking at a dark horse in Porto, Derek?
Yep.
I think Porto will be a surprise of the season. I think Porto will play Liverpool in the semi-finals.
Wow, really, Derek?
Yeah. I mean, I think Porto did really well against Juve. So yeah, I think they might be the dark horses this year.
Wow. Okay. So that means there you go, Chelsea. You're off the list. You have been striked out. So now we go to the semi-finals. So Man City against Bayern Munich. I'm gonna give it to now Arun. Take this on. Bayern Munich and also Man City. Pep back to his old club.
Wow. Okay. Now to be very realistic, right? I would think that if Man City could actually beat Bayern Munich, they would probably end up winning the Champions League. I just feel like that is a very statement win for them. And they are the most complete team. Looking at this list, they are the most complete team. So I think that if Bayern Munich can Man City can actually pull that out, right? They go into the finals, they're gonna be pretty strong. So I would like Man City not to win, but I think Man City will be the clear winner.
Wow, Derek, you are agreeing to that statement? You think Man City have enough in them to beat Bayern Munich?
Yeah, because I think the league title is all but wrapped up. So I think the next couple of games, I think they will be resting players for these few games. I mean the quarterfinals.
That doesn't happen. That theory is not being applied to Pep and his squad. He does not rest his players.
No, I think he will. No, because to him, even if he rotates, he got two teams that actually. I think one team can play in the Champions League and one team can play in the Premier League. They can still win. Yeah. So
okay, fair enough.
I think I think they will. I mean, it will be a tough game, but I think City will just edge it.
Ooh, and then now we go to the next one. Ridwan don't agree. Ridwan, you think Bayern Munich will make it instead?
Yes.
Okay, Joe, do you agree with that sentiment? Do you think that
City to the final?
City to the final. Okay, so
Derek, also their key player Alphonso Davies is like out, right?
Out of form, yeah.
He's out injured for quite a while.
Oh, is he?
I think they are still fighting for the title for the Bundesliga, right?
Yeah, it's not wrapped up. Yeah, it's not wrapped up.
I feel City has an advantage.
Okay, and then when it comes to the semi-final of Liverpool versus Porto, who do we go with,
Let's
Joe?
go Arun. Let's go Arun.
Arun, come on, Arun. We know the answer, but we're just gonna.
I think we've destroyed them before, right? Porto
many times, every season, rite of passage for Liverpool. Every season you get Porto.
I mean, I don't think like they can handle the front three. Like if the front three on the top of their game that day, I don't think Porto can handle it. So I think Porto, if it's gonna be Liverpool Porto, it should be Liverpool going through. But if it's gonna be Liverpool Chelsea, then it's gonna be very, very complicated.
Wow. Okay, good one. Ridwan, if it's Liverpool versus Chelsea, then who's gonna make it through?
A very tough one because Chelsea under Tuchel is doing well. I hate to say this lah.
What do you
Liverpool in the final.
Okay, so all right, so we all have come to the common consensus that Liverpool will make it to the final. Derek, you agree with that as well? Liverpool making it to the final? Okay.
Agreed.
Liverpool all English final. When was the last time we had an all English final, guys?
Very long.
It was United and Chelsea.
Yeah,
right.
United and Chelsea.
All English final.
Is it?
No,
It's
2008.
Spurs and Liverpool.
2008. Spurs and Liverpool.
Spurs and Liverpool. Yeah.
How can I even forget?
Oh my God, we just forgot. You literally forgot about Spurs.
Oh my God, Spurs participated in the Champions League final, did they?
Yeah.
But
2 years ago only.
Oh, they did.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought Spurs came from Italy. Okay. So it's Spurs from English Premier League. Okay. So that was the last one. On an entertainment value, it was okay, not bad. But if you look at the past ones, I think United and Chelsea twice, right, Derek? You guys played them, one in Moscow, and then that one you won 2008 by penalty. Yeah. The penalties, and then the last one, was it once that you guys met them? Only once.
Once only.
Only once, in 2008. All right.
Yeah.
Usually, again, on entertainment value is not really high on the list. But then if it's really, really Liverpool versus Man City, Derek, who will have the edge. Because Liverpool, they are a master. They are a master of Champions League. You cannot take that away from them.
I think it will go right down to the wire. Well, I think this will be another boring final. I think City will, with their defense this season, I think they will. I mean, they are always scared of the Liverpool front three.
Correct. They are.
I think Pep will be very pragmatic in this final, and I think they will just edge it by maybe a 1-0 win. Yeah, I think City will finally lift the trophy.
And if Derek, if Pep does go again being all pragmatic, could it be his own wrongdoing? Because every single time when he does that, Liverpool will always find a way to counter them. And when they decide to bring their A game, that's when Liverpool cannot handle them at their best.
No, but I think if City are pragmatic, they can beat Liverpool. But if City going out and attack, they might just lose it. Because I think Liverpool on the counter attack, I think they are the best in the world. So
okay,
yeah,
Arun, agree with that? Do you chime in with Derek? If it's down to Liverpool and Man City, pragmatic, down to the wire, City might just edge it.
Yes, I would think that, because there was a game where Pep actually goes pragmatic and he on the last minute wins a penalty and Riyad Mahrez misses the one.
Blew it. Yeah, that was at Anfield last 2 seasons. Right?
So when he goes pragmatic, he actually has a chance. But wow, it's so hard to call. If maybe there is a factor where probably fans could come in, also it could change how the whole game.
Yeah, good one. Yeah,
it will completely change. So it's so hard to say. But I'm a Liverpool fan. If they have already been to the final, then might as well just fucking win it.
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Right?
Why not? Right?
It's literally against the odds. You have Koyak centre backs. Time for Ned Phillips and Kabak to become Maldini and whatever they're supposed to be.
I cannot do that shit, but there you go. That's Arun for you. New was waiting for this only now. Devon disagree though. It's Bayern for the win, calling it now. Then let's see. Victor say Man City might have their work cut out handling the hottest striker right now in Erling Haaland. And no, we don't want free pratas and free Texas chicken. I don't do that. Later you get cancelled. Right? And then Chelsea and Liverpool semis will bring back the days of Rafa Mourinho tactical battle. Yeah, ghost goal. Remember the ghost goal. And then Istanbul 7, guys. All right,
is back.
Joe.
And I'm calling it. It's either Istanbul 7 or Istanbul 1. That's it.
Oh, really? I've got this sneaky feeling that Liverpool's gonna age it, man. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't want it to happen, but I've got this really sneaky feeling that Liverpool is going to age it for some reason.
You see, Man City, they are trying to have a quadruple trophy. They are aiming for a quadruple, but as a fan, we don't care about quadruple as long as you focus on the final. If Man City keep thinking to win the quadruple,
no, you're right. Wow, good point. Finally from Ridwan before we end the show. Wow. So if they get their mind overly fixated of getting the quadruple, then they might just bottle it up. Right, Joe?
Yes.
So again, let it flow. But then again,
let's say like Liverpool, they're aiming to be invisible, but they cannot. Don't think about invisible.
So who went invincible then, Ridwan?
Guys, thank you for watching for today's show. I think it's been an honor watching. I think it's enough. I think this golden trophy has been a little bit bad, but then come on, carry on.
Okay, so I want to thank again Arun. Arun, that was a fine debut, brother. That was a fine debut by Arun. I'm very sure.
Thank you for having me over here. I really appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure, Arun. I hope this could be again a fixture. You coming up, because we love Liverpool fans like you, who is straightforward, who's very center with his opinion. More to come, maybe for Arun. All right, and then Derek, as usual, my man, always every single time, Joe. If you need help, you need somebody to fill in, you need a United guy, Derek will never say no. Will never say no. Hey, Derek, when was the last time you played football?
Wow, a year and a half maybe.
All right, get your shoes up again, bro.
You need to get back on the pitch, man.
I'm playing with my son at home.
Oh, you are? No. That does not count for anything. All right. And then also Ridwan, as usual, we really appreciate you always supporting us. Let's see what we have. All English final. Yeah, we all agree. All English final. And also as a Liverpool fan, I'm not gonna be delusional, and I'm gonna be realistic based on our current performance. Apa ni? Liverpool to win again. Buto.
Hey, you need to see what
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you.
FJ said it's an all English final in both Europa and Champions League.
I hope this will happen.
Yeah.
And then once and for all, we can just completely put it to the sword that the English Premier League is indeed the best league in the world. And if it's not, just just a brand new news. Harry Kane. If you don't get the Harry Kane, you could probably get this Kane for United.
Hall of Fame. Yep.
He's now being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, finally, he is now part of Hall of Fame. What took WWF or WWE so long, man, to induct this guy into Hall of Fame? But
even Great Khali went in, man. Great Khali is also inside.
Great Khali inside already?
Yeah, the Great Khali also is inducted into the Hall of Fame.
How did he hasn't been?
How did he get ahead of the queue?
I don't know, man.
Another podcast lah. Wrestling.
India tax money, I think.
But there you
Shit,
go.
guys, we're on live TV, man. I can't do this.
We had an absolute ball of time, Joe. You want to say anything to the crowd? What should they do next week if they love us, if they need us around, if they want to see more
guys,
of us?
if you guys need us and more of us, do please tell us and DM us. Tell us how we can improve our shows. This is the big focus. We are always here, even if football is taking a fucking break because of International Week. We are never going to watch international. So, guys, please, the real football is back next week. So,
next week,
we will be back with all the shows. Code Red at the Big Focus also will be back next week. So, watch us on fire. And Ridwan, Arun, Derek, thank you guys so much for it. And to all of you out there watching, it's like, 11:20. I told Anwari to keep it 90 minutes short and can never do it because Anwari hashtag is also called a bloody motor mouth. So that's it.
But there you go. With all our crew. All right, good night. Enjoy your weekend. Next week we should square up again. It's Liverpool versus Arsenal next week.
Yep.
Come on, you got us. Look out for that match preview. Love you guys to bits, man. Keep it locked here always. Snapshot Studio, baby. Bye bye.
Cheers, boys.
Ciao.